My name's Angelo, and welcome to We Want Picks. This is the show where we talk about fights. We break them down. We tell you who we think is going to win. And if we can find a bet, we find some bets. This is Jacob, and we're going to break down the entire UFC Vegas 111 fight card, giving you our picks, our predictions, our bets, and our DraftKings Fantasy Plays. But before we look forward, let's look farther forward, because I know a lot of you are going to complain. UFC Vegas 110 was an Apex card. This UFC Vegas 111 isn't the best Apex card, but look at what we have on the horizon. Next week is objectively, I guess not objectively, subjectively, the best pay-per-view of the year. UFC 322 is spectacular. Right after that, we had the Qatar. Right after that, we have UFC 323. We have an unbelievable 4 weeks of fights coming up. And the reason I mention that is because if you do want to check out every pick, every bet, every tool, you can do so on the website, wewantpicks.com. Jacob silently had a phenomenal week last week. He was at the Apex, so he wasn't live streaming. He wasn't bragging.
What a dumbass. What the hell kind of graphic is that?
It's yours, you fuckstick.
Vegas
it was yours.
110, it says I'm up 8, almost 9 units.
Net
Are you
profits
stupid
is
or something?
Well, the percentages and all that shit's correct. It's 1 point something units. It was a 14% ROI.
Oh my God. I'm up like 11 units the last 6 weeks or something.
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
a 14% ROI.
Up 5 of the last 6. And I'll take fucking last week, because I told you guys, I had put somebody reach out to me on Twitter, like complaining about my picks. I had fucking 8 biased picks. Very clearly said, hey, don't listen to me. I'm biased. 8 biased picks. Fucking 7 of them lost. And I was still up money because I know how to put my biases aside for those premium members. But there was people on Twitter being like, bro, all these picks lost. Like, yeah, they're biased picks. Doesn't matter. What? What are you? I'm telling you, they're fucking biased. Don't listen to me. Every time I say I'm biased, I'm usually fucking wrong. Quit listening to me. But I'm going to stick to my people.
Yeah, well, you've done quite well over the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks.
And dude, the funniest thing is, before this started, I told people I'm locked in. Nobody listens, and we're gonna keep it going. They're still not gonna listen, and then it's gonna be end of the year, and they'll be like, "Oh fuck, now I'll do it." When you just missed out, it's like trying to time the stock market. They always say, don't try to time the stock market. Just put your money in it and watch it go, baby.
There we go. And the reason this is here is because I do a bet video every week. I give you a few of mine out, but we keep the rest for the premium members. And if you become a premium member to unlock all the picks, all the bets, including Jacob's, including mine, including Bet Sam's, you'll get tools as well. It's not just copy-paste bets. We have a whole suite of tools. One of those tools is the data analyzer. For those of you who like to do your own research, you can do so on the website. We line up every fighter from every card now and in the future, every single data point you could ever want or need, and then you can filter that data, find your spots. We have a fight simulator that simulates fights 100,000 times, and it gives you not only the overall outputs, but the individual outputs as well. I use this very specifically to find overs and unders on strike lines and takedown lines. We have a line movement tracker for those of you who just want to keep an eye on the line movement. After the chaos at UFC Vegas 110, which this would not have caught, but after the chaos at UFC Vegas 110, you can monitor line movement. Where is the money coming from? Where are the juice going? It'll give you the opening odds, the current odds, the win probability, and the line movement for every fighter on every card. A prop hunter, curated set of data specifically designed to help you find prop bets. Strike lines, fight minutes, takedown lines, absorbed, given. And everything that we have mentioned and 30 other things we didn't mention are available inside of the app. Just download the app. It's 100% free. If you don't want to download the app, or if you don't have an iPhone, I know a lot of the Android people are really freaking out we don't have an Android app yet. It'll come. We had one. They were released at the exact same time. And then we got 10 million DMs. My login, the Android app wasn't working because that shit was buggy as hell. So for now, if you have an iPhone or an iOS device, you can download the app. Just search We Want Picks in the App Store. If you don't want to use an app or don't have an iPhone, just go to We Want Picks in any browser, desktop or mobile, and everything will work. WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member. It's freaking $10. I just showed you the 4 fight cards. You're going to get 2 massive pay-per-views and the UFC Qatar event on top of this freaking $10.
6-7.
This is the dumbest shit in the world, and I hate it.
6'7". Can I make my confession yet?
Go ahead.
And this is actually kind of halfway serious because I know we had that call-in show. If you guys want to hear the full explanation, us talking about the Isaac situation, because as people know, I was close to Isaac. I talked to Isaac often, even leading up to this fight. So if you guys want to watch that yesterday, we talked about that. But it wasn't the full truth. It wasn't the full truth, Angelo. And it's been eating at me, and I was trying to decide how I'm going to say this, but I got to just say it. I know a lot of people have asked me about my relationship with Isaac or these other fighters I talked to, if I heard anything happen before and stuff like this, and what's my involvement and everything. And I do need to come out and say that I was paid to throw that fight versus Angelo. I'm not happy I did it. I think it was pretty obvious that is what had happened. His mother and father approached me about a week out of the fight date. If you guys don't know, his dad won't admit it, very heavily mob oriented. I mean, you guys hear Angelo talking and stuff like that, and Angelo laugh about all this stuff. Very mob oriented. His mom approached me as well, was very nervous for Angelo, for his safety, for his health. They did give me a decent sum of money, and I went in there and I lost. I lost. I had actually these blood gel packets in my nose that it took Angelo 10 minutes to pop those. And Angelo afterwards talked about, I just kept jabbing you in the face. Yeah, I was trying to get those little fake blood things. I mean, we were all in on this to make Angelo not only safe, but feel good about himself. So that's just something I had to get off my chest, that I was paid to throw that fight. And I think everyone kind of already knew that, but I just kind of want to admit that. So
great. Let's run it back. Happy to do it. Under whatever. And when
we're going to have to, and honestly, great idea. I agree. I think that would work very well. I would love to do that, but we're going to have to see how this, with this admission, I don't know if there's going to be a commission that will allow me. I mean, we're going to have to.
You'll be fine.
It will be,
how the fuck I would be only minus 200. Not only did I dot this dork up, I launched him feet overhead and then submitted him twice before the whole thing was over. I was minus 200. Insane. So, listen, happy to run it back. Jacob made up all the fake rules in the first fight. Happy to run it back, whatever fake rules he'd like in the second one as well. That's not a problem at all. I'll even lose weight if I have to. Not a big deal.
You agree that I threw that fight?
It felt like you did. I'll tell you that. I hope you did, for your sake and your girl's sake, that you could protect her in an alley. Because if that wasn't thrown, just hand over your purse, ma'am.
I agree.
You are not going home with that,
that was,
or anything in it.
You know how hard it was to edit that video, being like, they're gonna think they're gonna think, I don't know what they're gonna think. First of all, people already thought that if a lot of people watch that fight and they think I won, I literally accidentally almost won that fight on and your mama was not going to be very happy.
And how was that when in the kickboxing round you decided to full sprint forward like a takedown?
I mean, the similarities between me that double and Isaac and his double.
You kept running.
It was about the same. It was almost the same thing. It's almost the same thing. I got too deep and I was like, I can't do it to him. I can't. I mean, your mom's standing right there. If you guys didn't know, his parents were standing right there during the whole thing. His mom was sitting there crying the whole time. Angelo, don't hurt my Angelo. Do not hurt my Angelo.
I say we run it back, and I'll even tell Josh to train you. Film the whole thing leading up to facing your biggest bully. Although you're a bigger bully to me than I am.
I don't have bullies.
Yeah. Well, the sun bullied you pretty good.
With my cancer, yeah. That'd be from God. Christ is king. God is good always. And I handled that, and I'm stronger because of it.
I fucking love that joke.
Look at your glowing ass right now. The hell are you so fucking giggly about? You
I
pregnant
thought that
was
was
something?
It was just a fantastic joke
you're
on my
glowing,
part.
Angelo. You pregnant? Let's stand up and look at it.
I'm not glowing. I shaved.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
And I thought my joke was fantastic, so I'm laughing at it.
That's like the new haircut, like confidence. You got fresh shave confidence.
I guess so. Yeah, it's been a while. It was getting a little scruffy. I can't grow a beard to save my life. It's just patchy and stupid.
And we can riff a little bit. We've only got 11 fights because you were too lazy.
You said there was dude. They announced the 12th 8 minutes ago.
It wasn't like an hour and a half ago.
It was not, because an hour and a half ago I put together this whole deck that we're going to run through. Well, I go off Tapology.
Oh yeah, so there we go.
If there's random Twitter news,
moving of the goalpost.
You didn't text it to me.
Yeah,
how was I supposed to know?
Kind of your job, so it was 2 hours ago.
I trust Tapology. Anyway, what he's saying is they just announced who? Dante Johnson and Jackson McVeigh. Dante Johnson's the dude that just beat St. Dumas. Jackson McVeigh was supposed to fight Robert Valentine. Dante Johnson is the pick. He will win that fight. Do that.
Could get very interesting. McVeigh is very long, very good jiu-jitsu. A flyer bet on McVeigh by sub if Dante starts panic wrestling again could be very interesting. Really good front chokes, really good power guillotines. But McVeigh's not a very good striker. I know he's got some TKOs on his record, but Dante, if he closes the distance and can throw like he was doing against Dumas.
Hard.
Timothy McVeigh isn't going to be doing the Dumas fucking somersault to get out of the strikes. He's just going to be standing there, and he should get knocked out, honestly. So I expect Johnson to probably be minus 250, minus 300, something like that. So
it could potentially even be worse. We've got some of the smartest community members in this space. Charles Marquis says, doesn't Angelo remind you of a young Ben Affleck? And he does. He does remind us of a young Ben Affleck.
Young Ben Affleck.
We have a $4.99 super chat from Gucci Gill. Great talk last night. Jacob, are you streaming? If so, chew effing chew, baby. Also, Colts versus Chiefs. AFC CG. What is that?
AFC Championship game. Colts got sauce. Sauce, baby. What do you think about sauce?
I only know it because I got that was texted to me by 40 people, and I don't know fuck about shit. But a lot of people sent me.
What's your favorite type of sauce?
Ooh, you know what? Vodka's an easy answer, but I think vodka sauce is actually.
Why is everything? I mean, you got an issue. You got a problem.
I just
your
said it's
favorite
overrated.
sauce, and you said vodka.
Vodka
Clean it
sauce,
up, man.
Dickhead, and I just said it's overrated. I just said it's overrated. I prefer a good old fashioned. My mother makes this. I don't know what the name is. It must exist somewhere else. I don't think she invented it. It's like hand crushed tomatoes that are done in the pan real quick, so they're still sweet.
It's called marinara.
And then she puts capers and olive oil and olives.
It's marinara sauce.
Fuck is it?
You can buy it. It's called Prego Ragu.
That's my favorite. It takes her 15 minutes from scratch. She squeezed. Oh, it's so good. I forget the name.
She's got good hand strength.
She does, dude. Those old Italian women.
Sausage.
Those old Italian. I know what you're doing there, but those old Italian women could crack walnuts like this. Those hands are fucking. They sew. My grandmother was 90 years old sewing, and just the needle would bend when it hit her thumb. It's crazy. Okay. That's a weird noise. Guys, a lot of shit happened last week. We had the controversy with the fixed fight. We had the controversy in the co-main event. We had the controversy in the Norma Dumont decision.
I've been to a lot of fights with controversy. We talked about it in the group chat, but I was at somebody getting bit and getting DQ'd.
Oh, yeah.
I was at these last two fights. C-Rod flipped me off. I was at the fight where I was the reason why Jake Hadley got a point taken away when he poked Smotherman in that fight. It's very weird times. When I go to the Apex, things get very weird.
The Apex in general is funny because it's pretty consistent, but it is pretty intimate. So are you streaming? I guess we didn't answer.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Okay. And then Cood says, playing the safety parlay one last time. Listen, this ain't the week. Fucking, like, I put it up there. I trust it. Last week's a plus money safety parlay that hit.
Let's see.
It should hit.
Let's see. I'll be the judge. I'll let you guys know.
The parlay I put under it was also in the running. The plus money one was in the running for safety parlay. Oh my god. No, it's solid.
Oh my god.
Nah, there's no way you don't agree with it.
Guys, sign up, become a premium member, and let me know if you like it. I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
The Dante Johnson fight was just canceled too. So there goes that. Unless this guy's just lying, which cat profile picture indicates lies. You don't hate it. I agree. It's the best. It's some of the best work I could do on this card. This is a very,
the Nevada
very
State
tough
Athletic
card.
Commission is no longer letting this fight because he's being medically suspended.
All right. So the Dante Johnson, good thing I didn't waste all my time putting together graphics for a fight that wasn't going to happen.
Look at that. God is good always.
There we go. There we go. Let's go ahead and jump into this card. But if you do want to leave a message, somebody did leave a message for us, Jacob. Hold on. Let me pull it up. Somebody left a message and he said he owns a restaurant like 30 minutes from us. But you didn't leave any other identifying information. Send us an email. I will vlog going to the restaurant.
Look how excited this guy just got.
It's my wheelhouse.
I will be there tomorrow at 7:30 to help you open the restaurant.
Charge
I will
me
sit
double.
there all day and I will test everything on the menu. You just let me know where you're at. We can do a whole week. We can make it a weekly. We can do it daily. We could have a daily show, a daily cooking show at your restaurant.
Yeah, he said, here, I can play that. Let me play the audio.
Someone said it's a buffet. He can't afford to let Angelo get close.
I mean, if this email came from Xi Ping and it's a China Palace, I would not let me in that place. I'll tell you that right now. I'll fuck up a Chinese buffet.
This is crazy. That Waldo Costa knockout, it's insane. There's so many layers to this. There is so many layers to this.
He's not wrong.
I have so many things to say about this. I'm just going to say it was crazy. Also, I have a little restaurant in Texas. I live like 30 minutes away from you guys.
He says his name after that, so I'm going to shut it off. He said he was reacting. He called immediately after the co-main event. So he said this Waldo Acosta stuff is crazy. There's so many layers. This is crazy. He's not wrong. And then he said, I have a restaurant 30 minutes. Send us an email. I'm happy to
Sounds like a Mexican place.
It's I didn't want to jump to some conclusions, but it does sound like it would be ethnic food.
Whoa! Are you allowed to say that word?
Ethnic?
That's a word you can say? Like just like that?
Everything is ethnic.
I don't know.
Everything not white.
Really everything hard.
Everything with seasoning is ethnic.
I don't.
My mother makes ethnic food. Nah, you're not.
I don't know if you can hit it that hard, man. I don't know. I think that's something like you might say it, but you're not hitting it.
Did he say ethnic with a hard C at the end?
Holy shit.
Anyway, send us a message where the restaurant is, what it is. The UFC 322 vlog might be a little tricky, but for the UFC 323,
but I'll make it work.
I should be able to get it. I should be able to get it now. 322 might be tough. 323 though.
Crazy.
Where's the E? Oh, first letter. All right, let's go ahead and break down this card. Now opening up the
Wait, real
UFC.
Quick, Giordani would like to see your
Great timing
nipples.
for that.
Yeah.
Where is this comment?
He just wants to see your nipples, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to see the comment, or there's no nipples.
I mean, after everything he's done for us, you're not gonna get a little nipple play in here.
I gotta make sure it's actually him. I talked to him earlier today. Actually, we have a super chat here from. I should have read this before I posted.
Get your nipples out.
Okay. Park Dalrymple. I effing love you guys. The ultimate duo. Jacob, you are the man with your Saturday night streams. Bro be seeing shit from miles away. Some would say he has an influence.
What?
You were involved in the fight fix. Thank you for the super chat.
I don't think if I got a call, like because of all this stuff about like, even if it's just like a casual call, I think I'd fold and admit to everything. I'd be the false confession. Yeah, I mean, have you ever seen people with?
I watched that. There was this documentary. Now I'm forgetting the name of the documentary. It took place over 30 years, 3 different movies. Paradise Lost, and it's just like these not very smart kids.
Yeah, you made me watch that from Memphis or wherever. Yeah,
yeah, and they just admitted to shit they did not do. There was objective proof they weren't even there.
Yeah, there's a whole thing on false confessions and stuff, how the people just feel so much pressure. I think the second the phone rings, I'm just being like,
I was waiting for this call.
I did
was
it.
waiting for this.
Holy shit, it was me. Fuck. It was me.
They're like, no, this is the DMV. You have your gender as girl. Can you please show them your license so that they can see that your gender is listed as female on your driver's license? I'm not even fucking around. I'm not even joking. Jacob's official government gender is female on his driver. I swear on everything. Prove me wrong. Easiest thing in the world to prove wrong. It takes you 2 seconds. I even forgot that was a thing till right now. And I'm so glad I remembered. Go ahead, prove me wrong.
I don't really know what to say.
Yeah. Say sorry.
Yeah, for some reason, I have no idea why, on my ID, it says I'm female. I noticed it like last year randomly. I'm like looking at my ID and I'm like, what the fuck is this? It's just a big fat fucking F underneath sex. So now every time I go through the airport or I have to show my ID, I just picture the person seeing that and being like, holy shit. That was it's a good fucking surgery or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Great job. Great job. Maybe that's why you get flagged going to the metal detector. The implants.
I mean, imagine if that, dude, imagine if it timed it to where like it scans, where you scan your ID, it knows when you're going through security, and it just is like, why is there a female with a fucking dick between her legs, and it just automatically flags it.
Making sure it's not a Pringles kid. All right.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
Opening up the
Wait,
UFC.
Whoa.
No.
Where's the fucking nipples? We're not going to ignore Giordani.
Let's see if I can do this without. Okay. There's one. That's a deformed one that had a ring ripped out of it. Opening up the UFC Vegas 111 fight card, we have Miles Johns taking on Daniel Marcos. Miles Johns 15-4. It's hot in here. 15-4 in his career, 2-2-1 in his last 5. He is on an unfortunate 2-fight skid, taking on Daniel Marcos, 14-1 in his career, 3-1-1 in his last 5. He's coming off a decision loss to Montel Jackson. Miles Johns is an interesting guy to break down because he's a strong wrestler. He's got powerful hands. He doesn't always use the wrestling, though. He knocked a couple of people out, just stopped doing it. But he is a high-level wrestler who has competed in that sport. His cardio can be questionable, but at least for 1.5 rounds, this guy's going to get after it. He's going to get in your face. He comes forward. He brings the heat. He brings the pressure. He is coming off that close loss to Jean Matsumoto, where he was aggressive early. He actually did wrestle, but then he started fading and just started bombing from the hips. He's taking on Daniel Marcos. Daniel Marcos is an effective striker. He's got good power. He's got good accuracy. He does a nice job stringing together combinations and then marching forward. He'll throw 1-2s. He'll follow up with some flying knees, some elbows. The takedown defense is also solid at 84%, and he's got a split down the middle between knockouts and decision wins, so you know he can fight long or he can find some power. He did just lose to Montel Jackson. He had 3 takedowns, but he just couldn't get his hands going. This is a newer fight on the card. They just announced it about a week and a half ago. I assume they both were heavily training because Daniel Marcos was scheduled in the future on a November card, and Miles Johns was supposed to be on this card already, just didn't really have an opponent yet.
I think he was supposed to be on last week's card.
Miles Johns was?
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was this one. So
no,
either way,
Marcos up. They just bumped him back a week.
And where I was going with that is a short notice-ish Miles John and a short notice-ish Daniel Marcos might be 2 different people because Miles John's cardio already isn't great. And you start messing with the timeline, the weight cut, it might fade even faster. I think this is a very typical Miles Johns fight. I think he comes out hot. I think he swings for the fences. I think he has early success, and then I think he fades, and then I think Daniel Marcos takes over. If I was to cap this line, it would be pretty close to even. I would probably have Daniel Marcos as the favorite, maybe minus 120. I'm going to pick Daniel Marcos for that reason. I think he's actually the better overall fighter, despite Miles Johns being a little more aggressive. I was going to hammer the plus 3.5. It's minus 260. And it should be because Miles John winning a single round makes a ton of sense. I was also going to parlay the over 2.5 For some reason, BetOnline has that locked. I don't know why it's locked. It's the only bet on the slate that is locked. So once that's unlocked, there will be some more bets coming. I'll probably parlay the over here, but I'm going to pick Daniel Marcos. What do you think, Jacob?
I truly believe in my heart of hearts that Miles Johns is about to become the fighter he could be. And I saw that against Gene Matsumoto. I'm a huge Gene Matsumoto. Hey!
Yes, continue.
Yeah, what's going on?
It got hot in here. This Hayabusa hoodie's fucking warm.
I really do believe that Miles Johns is becoming into the fighter that we all think he can become, because I'm a big fan of Gene Matsumoto. Hey! What is so funny? I have to keep redoing that if you keep interrupting me.
No, but I said ethnic.
I really do think that Miles Johns can become that fighter that everyone is kind of wanting him to be, because in that fight against Gene Matsumoto, he actually he did a lot better than I thought he was going to do. I'm a big Gene Matsumoto guy. Hey! And I really thought that Gene was going to dominate that fight. I thought it was just a terrible matchup for Miles Johns, but he showed better cardio. He showed willingness to throw something more than just the right hand. And finally, he brought back in his wrestling. He was shooting some good takedowns and getting control over this guy that's a really, really high-level grappler. Daniel Marcos in his last fight, which, by the way, Daniel Marcos is a former lock of the week, so maybe this is a bias pick, maybe it's a bias anti-pick, but his last fight against Montel Jackson, when he's coming into that fight undefeated and that fight starts playing out the way it could be, he looked fucking uninterested. He looked like he really didn't care. There was like a minute left in that fight and he's just kind of like jogging away from Montel. I don't know if there was an injury or what, but his attitude coming into that fight was absolutely fucking horrible. And what I know from Miles Johns is that dude's a fucking dog. Yeah, he will get tired. He might slow down, but he is a fucking dog. I was at the Apex in that fight versus Cody Gibson. This dude, Miles Johns, couldn't fucking breathe after 5 minutes going into that second round. But he dogged that shit out. He was dead tired, but he fucking dogged that shit out. In a fight that could be close, that could come down to a takedown here or there, that could come down to who has the forward pressure late in rounds and probably a close fight, I'm going to take Miles Johns in this fight 10 out of 10 times. Daniel Marcos also is a guy that I believe is going to be the first recipient of an eye poke DQ because he fights like fucking this. And he eye pokes people like crazy. And if it happens this week, oh boy, they're going to be fucking irate. I think there's an eye poke in here as well. Automatic point deduction. But, push comes to shove. I think Miles Johns is going to put it all together and look good against this guy, Daniel Marcos, who got dropped he didn't get dropped, but he got hurt against Yanez. He looked uninterested in his last fight. I'm going to take my dog, Miles Johns.
Yeah, I get it. I the only reason I didn't pick him is I don't trust the cardio, but I get it. I like him a lot. I've made a ton of money on him on those plus 3.5s, and I think we do more of the same here. I wish it wasn't minus 260. I don't feel like laying out that much money. And I wish BetOnline would let you parlay individual props, which they don't let you do. But if your sportsbook lets you parlay individual props, I think you could same game parlay this, Miles Johns plus 3.5 and goes to a decision, or parlay either one of those two things. I don't think we have a finish. They're both very tough. And Miles Johns, if he doesn't outright win this fight, certainly wins a single round. If you do want to check out every single bet that we've done, that we've placed with our money, go to WeWantPicks.com, click Become a Member at the top. You unlock every pick, every bet, every tool instantly. It's $10 for an entire month. That month includes UFC 322, UFC 323, and UFC Qatar. WeWantPicks.com, click Become a Member at the top. Couple of super chatterinos. Giordani says, thanks for the show, Ange, and then a milk bottle. You're welcome. It's weird. I got a DM earlier from Artem, and he was like, hey, be like on the show, try to be clean. My mom made a new YouTube account. My mom's going to be watching the show tonight. She loves you guys. I put her on to you. She wants to know, what I do for fun. And his mom just sent us a super chat. Artem's mom says, what do you guys think Artem is packing down there? He has quite a confidence about him. That makes me think he has a horse cock.
He has a
Thank
quiet
you.
confidence.
Yeah. Oh, what I say? He has quite the confidence.
Yeah.
Well, Artem's mom, we appreciate you. Darker expert, wild screen name for an old lady in New Zealand, but we appreciate you. Thank you for the 5 spot. Also, Giordani. Wait, hold on.
Yeah, is his mom really watching, or I don't?
That was just a cool segue. Also, Giordani has his own show, and he interviewed John Jones. And they've got some clips and shows coming out from that. So watch that. Next up, at UFC Vegas 111, we have Tecia Pennington taking on Denise Gomes. Tecia Pennington is 3-2 in her last 5. She's on a 2-fight win streak, and her overall career is 15-7. Taking on Denise Gomes, 11-3 in her career, 4-1 in her last 5. She is on a 3-fight win streak. This should be another pretty closely contested fight. Tecia Pennington, formerly Tecia Torres. Some sports books have her listed as Tecia Torres. That's the same person if you're looking around. She's pretty good everywhere.
Like that?
What?
You allowed to be gay like that? Where you got the same last name in that and all that?
What are we talking about?
You can be gay like that?
Your license is the one that says female. And then under preferences, it says bottom. Tecia Pennington. Got his ass. Tecia Pennington is good everywhere. She can strike. She can grapple. She has fought some of the best people on planet Earth for the last 10 years. She's gone to decisions in her losses.
349 from I Dig That says Angelo moans when he wipes his ass.
Somebody's a little butthurt from the sick burn I sent his way. Tecia, as I mentioned, good everywhere. Not somebody you're just going to toss out of there. She's fast. She's got plenty of energy, plenty of cardio. She's going to move forward, kind of get in your face, nonstop energy. She is coming off that very close win over Lana Pinheiro where she was aggressive, but it did look like she got dropped for, I think, what might be the first time in her career. Taking on Denise Gomes, solid striker, decent grappler. She can be hittable, though, but she's so tough that doesn't really matter. She's never out of a fight. She's just going to move forward, bite down, bomb away. It takes her a couple of minutes to really get going. But once she's dialed in, she picks up the pace, and she will just take one and give one and just continue on that path. She'll work in kicks pretty well. She's dangerous on the ground. She is coming off that knockout win over Elise Reed, where she did not like Elise's pressure. So then she went ahead, landed big, tried to change those tides. Anytime I see Tecia Torres or Tecia Pennington as an underdog, I'm like, oh, there we go. Perfect plus money spot. Perfect opportunity for a 3.5. Perfect decision type fight. And I think all of those bets would be solid here. I do not think, I mean, I'm going to pick Tecia to win here. I just don't think that the power from Denise is going to matter. I think Ticia's got too much high-level experience, too much forward pressure. Denise won't be the best at anything that Ticia's ever fought before. And obviously she's got 7 losses, so she's not undefeated here. But I will take the experience, the durability, the speed, the volume. I'll take all that. Ticia's going to be the pick. This was another, let me just do a 3.5 spot to stay safe. It was also kind of juiced. I think the over here is pretty solid as well. But I'm just going to go ahead and pick the dog here. What do you think, Jacob?
I mean, we got Denise Gomes, wife, girlfriend of Carol Hosa. I mean, that's one of the biggest power couples in the UFC. Both, I mean, top 5 beautiful women in the UFC. And then I think she's got Jessica fucking Andrade in the corner. Are you killing the holy? That's like the holy fucking trinity right there. You give me 3 women, and I might pick those 3. Boom, boom, boom. And the UFC snatch them up. Because that's going to be a good fucking time. But in this fight, I believe that it comes down to, you know what's so funny is I can say like stupid shit like that, but then people still got to listen because my picks have been so good lately, like my bets and stuff. So they're like, oh my God, this guy's a fucking idiot. And then I like hit my picks and they're like, oh shit, he's not an idiot. Denise is either going to get a couple takedowns and win probably in a close fight, or she's not going to be able to get those takedowns, and she's probably going to lose a decision, because I agree. I don't think she's going to land the power and hurt a girl like Tecia, and Tecia's just going to out-volume her. So she's either going to get some clinch work, take Tecia down a little bit, control her, and be able to steal rounds like that. But even as we've seen, as Angelo's talked about, in Vegas, sometimes just those nonsensical hold takedowns don't do much, and Tecia's not going to just lay there. Like, you're going to have to just kind of hold her down, because if you try and strike, she's just going to scramble back to her feet. So this feels like kind of a bad matchup for Denise Gomes, and somebody that can be durable, that is tough to take down, and just kind of go be all over you with volume. And Denise showed as well in her last, honestly, like 2 fights, the fight IQ in the corner. I don't know, maybe it's just because, a lot of times you're either born with beauty or brains, and they're all beautiful women, because she's like outstriking Carolina and just like trying to clinch with her. And then in her last fight, she's like lighting up Elise Reed and is just like clinching with her for no reason. So the IQ is a little bit worrisome. She's still young. I just think it's kind of a bad matchup for her. But if she gets some takedowns and squeaks it out, I'm not going to be surprised either. So I'm taking Tecia, but it's not a bet situation for me, I don't think.
Yeah, I agree with everything you just said. And we just saw in the last couple of cards, specifically in Vegas last week in the Norma Dumont fight, they don't give a fuck about wrestling. This guy threw a fight against me. I didn't actually beat him. The one who just choked on water threw a fight.
It's actually Mountain Dew.
Too spicy for you. Vegas doesn't care about wrestling. It means nothing to them. Takedowns don't matter at all. And it just comes down to, is somebody on the feet moving forward and throwing a million punches? That will be Tecia. So Tecia's going to be the pick here. $7,300 in DraftKings Fantasy. I'm going to have to look a little closer to see what she's scoring in these close decisions, because this will likely be a close decision. But $7,300 is a very attractive price point. If you do want to check out every pick, every bet, every tool, we have tools specifically designed to help you with DraftKings Fantasy. We have tools specifically designed to aid you in your research. If you like to watch tape, we have a tape index. If you like to look at data and find spots using stats, we have a data analyzer and a prop hunter. Check everything out. The copy, paste, picks, and bets, the tools, the artificial intelligence. It's $10 for an entire week. Next week is UFC 322. 2 weeks after that is 323. And in between is UFC Qatar. WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. Next up, at UFC Vegas 111, we have Josh Hokit taking on Max Gimenis. Josh Hokit, 6-0. He's undefeated, 5-0 in his career, making his official UFC debut. Taking on Max Gimenis, 6-1 in his career, 4-1 in his last fight. Right, yeah, I'm not doing that.
Gimenis.
Riding a 4-fight win streak. This is kind of a sloppy matchup, honestly. A couple of big heavyweights. Both of them want this fight on the ground, but for very different reasons. Josh Hokit, solid prospect. He's a pretty high-level athlete. He was a high-level collegiate football player. He bounced around between a couple of NFL teams before ultimately changing courses and transitioning to MMA. And he does what you would expect a large athletic man to do. He's going to come forward. He's got good speed. He's got good power. He bounces on his toes. And then even though he's got power in his hands, he will sprint forward, shoot takedowns. And as soon as he gets you on the ground, he actually lays out a nice base and just goes to town on top. He can be dominant. He was just dominating on the Contender Series, and that got him the call-up. He's taking on Max Gimenis. This guy's a very well-accomplished grappler. He won World Jiu-Jitsu's as a brown belt. He didn't win as a black belt, but he medaled. He's big. He is strong in like that grappling strength kind of way. And he's got incredible positioning. His takedowns do kind of suck, but his BJJ is good enough that he should be able to work off his back. He doesn't seem like a technical striker or even comfortable striking, but on the ground, he has incredible power and will just unload to find a finish. I came into this fight completely blind. I don't really follow college football, so I didn't know who Josh was. And I don't, despite training jiu-jitsu for 20 plus freaking years, I don't follow.
By the way, he's an All-American college wrestler.
Yeah, but I don't follow wrestling either.
I know, but you keep referencing he's a football player. I think it's
the football
for
part
the fighting
sure
that he's an All-American college wrestler.
I think the football thing is impressive because of the getting drafted, bouncing between a couple of NFL teams. That's what was impressive.
Yeah, we don't give a fuck about that, buddy. We're talking about this fight right here now in front of God and everybody. We don't give a fuck about. We're not here. It's not Sunday afternoon. It's not touch butt in the park, Angelo. We're here for fucking fights.
I came into this fight blind. I didn't know either one of these guys. I saw one of them was a tremendous favorite, so I was like, this guy's probably going to kick the fuck out of the other one, right? And then I did the tape study, and it's like, well, wait, this guy's a world-level jiu-jitsu guy, and he's going to be on his back? Doesn't that kind of put him exactly where he wants to be? Ultimately, I am going to still pick Josh Hokit because of the Donkey Kong attack style on top. This dude just rains down elbows, punches, just nonstop attack and pressure, and everything he does is heavy.
You know who used to do that?
Who?
Alexander Romanov.
He did, and then they cut his ass because he stopped doing that. He just got takedowns.
He couldn't keep doing that.
Why?
Because people got better, Angelo.
I thought you were getting at like something broke. I don't know, but so that's why he's going to be the pick, because I think all the jiu-jitsu accolades kind of go out the window with every giant punch that comes raining down. With that being said, let me just see him get a win over a high-level grappler before I start going crazy here. I do have a bet. I've got a parlay with Josh in it, but I'm taking it a little easy here. I mean, he's going to bring the fight exactly where his opponent wants it. So I'm going to ease up a little bit. He should get it done bigger, stronger, faster. What do you think, Jacob?
First of all, somebody said it's kind of crazy to see people betting on these fights with all these allegations going on. This is going to be the most squeaky clean week of all time. Like, the judges are going to be on point. If there's nothing happening this week, I can promise you that. And that's why there's rumors to be like, oh my God, Christian Quinones, maybe fucking who else pulled out of the fight? Maybe they were about to fucking drop their fights, or
yeah. Are we fake frozen? Jacob picked Max. He was confident in that pick, and you should expect a lock of the week highlight video with Max in it. Jacob doesn't want to tell you his pick. I will. Anything to add there? We're just going to leave it with that. Okay.
and then,
Jacob.
So.
You're going to leave it like that?
Leave it like what?
That you picked Max?
I didn't pick Max. I just gave my whole breakdown.
Oh, who'd you pick? You must have froze there for a second.
Oh, I picked Josh. The wrestling should be enough. You got a guy that's comfortable off his back, that's probably going to play off his back, and Josh can be on top. And Max, even in grappling matches that I've seen and stuff, has not shown the best cardio. So even if Josh slows down, Max probably going to slow down, and Josh probably going to be on top of him being slowed down on top of this guy. And then when you retire jiu-jitsu, a lot of times these heavy guys when you retire just doesn't fucking work anymore. So I think Josh probably works this guy.
Do you think the odds are a little wide considering like
this guy Max, his one loss, guys, is to a 2-4 guy? Let's get a grip on our lives, okay? I understand people didn't love the performance of Josh Hackett. I mean, I was live. I fucking watched it or whatever, but he still just kind of just rode that guy for fucking the entire first round, got another takedown. He did what he needed to do. Same thing's probably going to happen here.
Yeah, it should be interesting. I mean, the heavyweight division needs some juice. So I just hope whoever wins, or honestly, best case scenario for the heavyweight division would be a wild back and forth fight where they both get after it, so they can market both of them in their next fight.
Max is never going to be a fucking actual dude. Like Josh could be. Yeah, Josh could be. Max is not going to be a fucking dude.
Josh is not very big. He honestly probably ends up at light heavyweight at some point. Because he's not that thick.
Dude, this is what you just wrestle the heavyweights. You just fucking keep doing it. Like fucking.
It's the Jalton Almeida, and look what just happened to him. They screwed him.
Well, he never got any better. He just literally just kept doing what he was doing.
Do you need to get better when you can take down anybody whenever you want?
Josh hasn't shown anything to show that he's a pussy.
Yeah, he's busy on top.
Yeah, and Jalton's literally, I told you guys, for fucking last 4 years, dude was a fucking fraud.
Josh Hokit. Both of our picks, $9,400 in DraftKings Fantasy, that if he finds a finish, as he has been, then that should pay off. He'll have takedowns for sure. He'll have control time for sure. And as long as he doesn't get swept or end up in some weird trouble, he should be good to go. Check out every pick, every bet, every tool. Check out the analysis from not just myself and Jacob, but we also have Artem. We have Betsam. We have an artificial intelligence. We have Price writing DraftKings articles.
Walker's not heel hooking Max Gimenis.
Who mentioned Walter Walker? Walter Walker would heel hook both of these guys. Yeah, no, he would not. That guy's a world level jiu-jitsu practitioner.
What the hell's going on here?
I was doing eye drops and I missed my eye.
Oh my God. It's for the fucking, what's this, 190,000 stream in a row? Well, my eyes are dry, but I won't do anything to try and fix them.
I texted Tiffany. She was like, going to the grocery store to get groceries. And I said, oh, get me some high-powered eye drops. Nothing. Came back with nothing.
How about let's get out of the dailies?
I don't know how that
because it seems like the contacts are wearing down by the end of the day and fucking cause any issues. I have 2 weeklies. I wear them fucking 6 weeks at a time, 0 issues.
I think I used to sleep in my contacts before you were allowed to. I think I just destroyed my eyes.
How about you try to?
Maybe I'll get a sample. Dude. Yeah, maybe I'll get a sample.
My God, you've had the same contacts with the same issues, and you don't every night. You're like, my eyes are dry. It's like, dude, let's try to do something about it. Let's try. You
know what's crazy? It's like in regular life, it's not. I think it's these fucking bright ass lights. I don't know, but you're right. I should try to change something up. Next up. At UFC Vegas 111, we have Mayra Bueno Silva taking on Jacqueline Cavalcanti. Mayra Bueno Silva, 10-5 in her career, 1-3-1 in her last 5. She is riding an unfortunate 4-fight winless skid. She is taking on Jacqueline Cavalcanti, 9-1 in her career, 5-0 in her last 5. This is definitely a clash of styles sort of matchup. Mayra Bueno Silva, the grappler, Jacqueline, the striker. Mayra Bueno Silva is definitely better than her recent record. She's a decent striker. She's got solid power, good kicks. She likes to charge forward, just bomb away, but she is a very dangerous grappler. And like a lot of other people, she can't really get it to the ground on her own volition because the takedowns aren't very good. But on the ground, she will find subs and she will snatch things up. She's one of the more dangerous women in this division. She's coming off that 3rd loss in a row. Most recently, it was to Jasmine Jasudavicius, where I mean, you could say she looked dangerous, but she was just throwing up Hail Marys and praying. She's taking on Jacqueline Cavalcanti, a long striker. She's got good footwork, good feints. She manages range pretty well. Does a good job working your legs early to try to slow you down and limit the movement, and then working up. She keeps her striking pretty technical. When she finds a rhythm, she works forward. She pressures. She will even look for the occasional takedown of her own. When she is moving forward, she's effective backing up. Not as much. She is. I don't know what's happening. I'm getting choked up here just breaking down this fight. She is very big for this weight class. Clean 1-2s. Whose lips?
Who's
clean?
Lips?
And clean 1-2s.
Yeah, I bet.
When I first saw this, I thought these odds were absurd. Right before I did the full research and wrote.
You've seen those in person.
Oh yeah, she was with. Who's she with? The American.
They allowed to do that?
What?
Paula.
Yeah, clearly that's right. She what the hell was I saying? Oh, I thought these odds were nuts when I first looked at them.
No, it's a cardigan, but thanks for asking.
We broke down to 4 female fights and 0 nuts in the mix.
Do you know what that's from?
No.
What?
Is it from Dumb and Dumber?
Yeah, do you know what the line is?
No. Yeah.
He's like, pull over. He's
oh,
like,
that's right. No, cardigan.
Thanks for asking.
Listen, I'm going to pick Jacqueline here. I think she's the far better striker. She should win this fight, but I'm not 100% convinced she can keep this standing. And Mayra Bueno Silva, if she gets to the ground, will look for a finish. She's 1-3-1 in her last 5, but if you look a little closer, they're not all like bullshit. She was beating Macy Chasson before. Bullshit. Before a cut opened up. Dangerous on the ground. Pretty tough. Jacqueline is the pick. Little gun shy here. What do you think, Jacob?
Have you seen those TikToks of it's like basically like causing my autistic friend's stim or whatever, like their vocal stim, but it's just like not actually an autistic person, it's like a regular person, but they have like There was like a girl that was like, watch me trigger my friend's like stim or whatever. And she just goes, "Labubu," and her friend goes, "Labubu." Like just that type of stuff, like certain trigger words that they know that they'll repeat in a weird voice. You said bullshit. I just went, bullshit. Like just my fucking stim went fucking crazy. Anyway, I'm not autistic.
Yeah, sure. Who do you think wins?
What the hell was that? Your comedic timing is fucking, it's awful these days.
I wasn't even making a joke. Just enjoying water.
You were trying to like do something funny with, like, you thought in the back of your mind, like, this would be funny.
How would that be funny? I was just doing it.
That's kind of my point right there. You could have done something funny with it. You could have done a little, waited until I said something and spit out your water like you were laughing, a little ha ha.
I don't do bits. I'm authentic Ange. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, I don't do bits. Okay. Fucking trigger. Yeah, I believe that this fight is going to, I like both these girls. I got no favorites in this fight. You understand me? Both of them, I think, are great women. This fight, to me, feels like it's going to be an exact replica of Norma Dumont and Ketlin Vieira, where Jacqueline is going to be the better striker. I think I had on my Twitter, in 12 UFC fights, Mayra Bueno Silva has outstruck her opponent in 4 fights. And one of those was 3-2 in her Contender Series fight. So in 12 UFC fights, she's only outstruck her opponent 3 times. The way she wins fights, either with some big shots, some power, or she gets people on the ground, or she was able to work submissions off of whatever, blah, 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 blah. Jacqueline is going to be outstriking her until she's not. And it feels like there's going to be moments in the second round, in the first round, in the third round, where Mayra Bueno Silva, with that just kind of plot forward bully style, is going to be able to be strong in the clinch and take her down. And then everyone that's got Cavalcanti and these parlays and stuff is going to be like, fuck, here we go again. And they might get the decision again because we're in Vegas. And if Bueno Silva's just laying on top, they might not give it to her. But as much as I love Jacqueline, and I've been talking about Jacqueline for a long time in that striking, I love her fucking boxing and striking. She can be bullied a little bit, so I'm staying away from it because it feels like this is going to be an exact... people with Cavalcanti bets are going to be like, oh, yeah, we're fucking locked in. She's on the outside, pa, 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 and then she gets taken down, and you're like, oh, God. So I'm going Cavalcanti, but I think this could be another interesting fucking pick.
Yeah, I agree. That's why I avoided bets here. I have very few bets this week. I'll probably keep it that way, but I love a ton of UFC 322 fights, so I'll probably spend twice as much as I normally do on that card. This is a typical fight on this card. It's very competitive. The logic makes sense for the fighter that we're picking to win, but it could go the other way, which would also be somewhat logical. It would not be insane if Mayra Bueno Silva comes forward, bullies Jacqueline to the ground, and has some success. That's kind of what she does. So $9,200 for Jacqueline Cavalcanti, who will not win by finish. Absurd price point. Absurd price point. She's not going to finish Mayra Bueno Silva. She could dot her up. She's not going to finish her. That's an absurd price point.
She gets hit a lot, and Cavalcanti can throw some pretty good shit. She's got the interesting part too is she also has like body work. Like she throws a nice little liver shot, and sometimes
that's how I started my breakdown.
Yeah, those can put anybody away, no matter how tough you are. So
yeah, I mean, I think we're good. I think the over 2.5 is good. I think Jacqueline should win, especially in Vegas where nobody gives a fuck about wrestling. But it's a little dicey here. If you do want to,
and people mentioned her takedown defense too. She's not really fighting wrestlers. Zaro's not going to wrestle. It was like Nora, who doesn't even know how to wrestle, was really the only person that tried to take her down. And Julia got a pretty easy takedown on her. And Julia's not the best wrestler in the world. So Nora was 1 of 9. Nora's not a fucking wrestler. She's a fucking Muay Thai, whatever. Those are stupid fucking... Mayra Bueno was going to be a little bit stronger in those positions. So I would be careful with just going off that stat.
Yeah, it should be... could be a fun fight. Could be a weird barn burner, but... I'm probably going to stay away from this. If you want to see what the others are doing here, like the Artificial Intelligence, BetSam, Artem, check out every pick, every bet, every tool. Right now, it's $10 for an entire month, a whole ass month that will get you UFC 322 and UFC 323. Just go to WeWantPicks.com, click Become a Member at the top. We have a €4.99 super chat from €4.99 from Barry Lang. Love from Scotland, boys. Jacob's merch just arrived. Loving it. Thanks for the content.
I appreciate that. Yeah,
there we go.
We'll have to get some more designs because this Saturday live stream, I think, is going to really fucking pop off, man. I think it's really going to fucking pop off. This train is not done yet, Angelo.
There we go. Yeah, I mean, you had the week off, but you still did really well despite not being live on camera. So the momentum should still be there. A couple more incredibly intelligent.
Thank God, because we probably would have had a lot of money on Isaac. I mean, I did in Vegas already, so I guess it didn't really matter, but we would have tried to win it all back on David. I know that. If we were having a rough live stream, which there was a lot of decisions, so usually the decisions don't end well for the live streams or whatever, it would have got ugly with the David and Nama fight, and I would have been fucking pissed. I'd have been fucking pissed. Because luckily, I already lost most of my bets with Isaac when I was sitting there at the Apex, but so Nama, obviously it sucked, but
yeah, you weren't going to get up and go walk to there is no place to place bets at the Apex anyway. So does it look different now? You said it's a new entrance?
It's very, very different. The food's like all the way, like, you know, when you walked in the entrance, there was like the stairs and stuff like that. That's all gone. That's like just a big room right now. That's where like all the food is at. And then like a big hallway with a new entrance. There's like 2 entrances now with like their own security now. The best part is the bathrooms are finished. And there's like 15 urinals. There's like 20 stalls and stuff. Yeah, so it's like an actual big It's
the same seating for now?
Yeah, but that one was the first one that was not sold out. There was nobody like in our row the entire time. And the couches, they usually have 5 couches. They only put 3 and they closed them all. And look at this too. I forgot to show people this. So the people that were sitting in the couches was like it had to have been like a dad who took like his couple sons, like older sons, and like his grandfather or something too. Maybe his grandfather and his dad or something. Like they had all 3 couches, like one big whatever. And look at the sons were like just fucking absolutely zoned the fuck out. They were playing like Clash of Clans or something, like in the middle of fights the whole time. Because we were sitting right behind them, and they were just like playing like
$2,500 seats.
And they were like literally just playing like whatever games, like on their phones. The entire, I don't know if it's gonna be able to see the game, but like the entire time they weren't even watching the fights or anything.
That is Clash of Clans. Oh my God.
It was so, I kept looking like, Jesus, man. And the dad would like come up and talk to him about like the fight, like be excited about it, and they'd be like, it's like, holy shit.
Spoiled bastards is what that is. Couple of comments here. The Beat Fanatic, you commented this 3-4 times. This fight is not happening. The commission did not approve it. Dante Johnson will not be fighting this weekend. And then we have another super chat. Barry Lang, $1.99. Please get more designs, Jacob. I loved the last ones.
There you go. Some more, maybe some more Angelo stuff on there.
It's just I just see people wearing. I just see people wearing disparaging shirts about me out of fucking nowhere. Imagine that happens, and I just see it in real life. Like when we go to fights, there's a lot of like Angelo, Jacob, love you guys. In real life, it's only happened to me once, and it was where my daughters play volleyball. I couldn't imagine going to the gym where the kids play volleyball and someone's just wearing a fucking slug fight shirt, but the slug's face is just me all fat fucking melty. That would suck.
When are you not fat and fucking melty?
People seem to somehow think I'm getting skinny, and maybe it's sarcasm, but I've seen a lot of those comments recently.
You know, a lot of times if you start rapidly dropping weight, that's really not a good sign.
I'm gaining weight. That's why it's like, that's I don't really know where that's coming from. Next up.
Angelo, that would be good.
What?
Duck Angelo?
Who am I ducking? I offer to rematch you twice a week.
Yeah, okay.
Would you like to fight again?
Gus B. Bussin with a 2 spot says, can we get a shirt with the and shuffle on it? People do like that on the stream.
Yeah, I see it all the time. I probably
Let's see what Angelo says. The sound is what makes it.
You add it or you do it?
That's you made that sound when you did it.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Whoops. Next up at UFC Vegas 111, we have the featured prelim of the evening. We have Jamall Emmers taking on Hyder Amil in a fight where the line completely flipped. If you guys don't know, I do full card breakdowns like this by myself every Sunday morning. And when I broke this card down last Sunday, just 3 days ago, Hyder Amil was the dog. I picked him, but he was the dog. He is not only the favorite now, he's like an actual favorite. This isn't my minus 111, minus 102 kind of thing. He's minus 150 favorite. This line flipped. And I don't know if I love that pick as much anymore. And the odds should not influence the pick. But this was kind of a close fight. Way too much money came in on that side. We have Jamall Emmers, 21-8 in his career. He is 3-2 in his last 5. He is alternating wins and losses, taking on Hyder Amil, 11-1 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5. He's coming off that first professional loss. Jamall Emmers kind of made a name for himself in the UFC with his striking, but he's actually a wrestler. He came up as a wrestler. He doesn't really execute it that well in the octagon, though. He has a 40% takedown accuracy. The defense, however, a little more solid at 80%. He is only 4-5 in the UFC. He has a losing record despite having 9 fights, but the losses are solid. There's actually a couple of robberies in there as well. He is coming off that knockout win over Gabriel Fly Miranda, where on the surface, it's like, oh, he knocked this dude out. Awesome. But you watch the actual fight, the dude got taken down. He had his back taken. And the takeaway was like...
Not really.
What do you mean, not really? That's what happened.
No, it was like off the side.
Okay.
It was like just like you try and put in like a fucking... From like the side bottom. Like a reverse fucking arm triangle.
Jacob's chewing ice like he's fucking pregnant. Hyder Amil.
What's wrong with chewing ice?
That's what pregnant women do.
You don't chew ice?
No, I don't. I chew ice like...
Two in the chat if you chew ice, please.
No. If it's the end of the drink you have, sure. Yeah, you're just choosing to chew ice as its own meal. Well, you got up and came back and you started chewing ice. Anyway, Hyder Amil, aggressive striker. He will walk through fire. He will try to find the pocket. He is not afraid to engage. The chin up until his last fight, very solid. He'll work fights to the ground if he gets the opportunity to. On the ground, he's going to throw heavy. He will bomb away. He will give up positions, though. He's coming off that knockout loss to Jose Delgado, where now we know how good Jose Delgado actually is. And this is a tough fight because I don't think Jamall is as good as we originally thought he was. But he does have fast hands. He's got decent power. He's got offensive wrestling. And that's not where Hyder shines. Hyder wants to fight a dirty striking match. He wants to stay in the pocket. He wants to keep it ugly, get in his face. We just saw him get put out, so I don't know if his chin's a little overrated. I don't know if his chin is recovered or if that was just an unbelievable shot that got it done, and Hyder's still that dude who will come forward, will bomb away, and still has a solid chin. I am going to pick Hyder Amil here because I picked him before. I'm going to stick with the pick. I'm not just going to go opposite of the line movement. But I disagree with this line movement. I think he should have been an underdog. I picked him as an underdog. That made sense to me, given Jamall's experience. Hyder at minus 150 seems like it doesn't seem worth those odds. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, someone said Delgado has monster power. Yeah, that was with the knee, too, wasn't it? I mean,
it jumped, knee right up the middle.
Yeah, so, I mean, whoops. I was never really a Hyder guy. Per se, maybe I would even call myself a Hyder hater. Maybe a little double H and up in this easy for sheezy. What is so funny?
You make a fucking joke and I laugh at your joke, and then you got weird questions. Continue, please.
I like I like Jamall Emmers. If you guys don't know, he trains with Taco Padilla with those guys, and I think they kind of got him a little bit more dialed in. He's going to be the more technical striker of the two. I mean, what are we doing?
You want me to go to the eye doctor right now and then have him swap my prescription at fucking 9 o'clock?
I mean,
or
I've never
can I self-medicate here with the eye drops silently, no less, silently?
Self-serving is like masturbating.
I didn't say self-serving.
Do you know when you used to say that one was?
What?
Self-serving is like masturbating.
I have no idea what you're saying right now. Did
Somebody
you not take autism medicine today? Is there medicine for people like
Somebody
you?
in the chat knows what I'm talking about. There was a game that you played, and self-serve. If you self-serve, they'd be like, "Oh, self-serving is like masturbating."
Did your mom not like put it in a piece of cheese or something today? Like what? You missed something today. What was it?
Jamall Emmers is like the better technical striker, and if Hyder comes in all willy-nilly, Jamall Emmers has the power to knock anybody out in this division. He throws like a weird, almost like a David Onama, which he never really got to throw, but almost like a weird like clubbing right hand. I think it catches people off guard because it looks like it's slow, but the way he throws it so hard and so fast and so long. I'm not gonna do it. And I just think he's going to be able to find the shot. Baby. What I do worry about, though, because this feels like almost like a trap does not go the distance fight, because I want to play that. But then I just see one of these guys coming in with a random wrestling game plan. I know Hyder came in with like the knee sleeves in the last fight, and it looked like he was going to try and get after the wrestling. Jamall's won fights with his wrestling before. So I do worry about that a little bit. But if these guys get after it, I kind of like Jamall Emmers a little bit more, to be a little bit more technical in the pocket, because, I mean, yeah, he lost to Nate Landwehr, but he basically had Nate like out of there in that fight. That was like kind of the David Onama situation. And if he gets him out in the first, he's coming off 3 straight first-round finishes, knocking people out, and you would think that he would be the favorite he all but got Nate out of there. So, I'll take Jamall here in the dog spot and kind of see what happens, but he does train with Taco.
Yeah, listen, like I said, Hyder as a dog made a lot more sense to me, and now I'm hating that he's a favorite. It shouldn't matter. But I hate that he's a favorite now, and it's affecting.
Hacky sack, guys. You didn't hacky sack. When he picked up the hacky sack, it was the thing that it was polite to toss it to somebody, and they start hacking it around the circle. If you do power hack, it's 1, 2, 3. Then you grab it, and you fucking chuck it at somebody's fucking head. But also, there's like gentleman rules with hacky sack. If you pick up the sack and you serve it to yourself, self-serving, everybody like, oh, self-serving is like masturbating. It was a very frowned upon thing. You pick up the hacky, you toss it to somebody else. You don't self-serve, because self-serving is like masturbating, homo.
I don't remember all the rules. I do remember playing hacky sack though.
Did you play power hack 1, 2, 3, and then
I remember throwing it? I don't remember the circumstance. I don't know
how they let us play that. We would just play in like after lunch in like the atrium, like the main entrance office. We'd be in there just fucking slanging this thing.
It's funny that it just went away. It's just kicking a beanbag around. Why did it go away?
The weed stopped and turned to perks, man.
It doesn't seem. Because
that's a very stoner. I mean, that was like 70s. I said, hey, you want to hack a sack, bro? And then everyone started doing pills, and it's like, fuck a hacky sack.
I mean, the Sackler family destroyed hacky sack. You can.
What was that now?
The Sackler families are the ones that made those drugs. Did you not see any of those documentaries?
I'm not fucking 65 years old watching fucking medical documentaries about how pills.
Nah, they're good. There's also
how it's made.
Yeah, that was a great show. It was there's that Hulu show too. What the hell was that called with Batman? God, I'm old. Fuck. Who's the Batman everybody loves?
Christian Bale?
No.
George Clooney?
Older.
Michael Keaton?
Yes. There's that show with Michael Keaton.
There's a lot of fucking Batmans.
Yeah, Val Kilmer.
I was hoping that I was going to get it before I ran out of names. Michael Keaton was great gate.
Anyway, it's a good show, especially because I like.
What are you still talking about?
The opioid epidemic. I grew up like right then, like when those pills came out, when people were just taking them like crazy, and the show does an amazing job following multiple lives down that path.
Look at the camera right now. I'm gonna ask you a question. Look at right in the fucking camera. Have you in your life taken a Cialis or Viagra?
No.
Oh yeah, oh God.
No.
Oh my God.
No, never. Listen, I was raised by immigrants. I'm very drug free. Go to the website, WeWantPicks.com. Oh, and then we have bonuses on the website as well. If you want a couple of bucks, we give you a couple of bucks as a thank you for signing up with some of the partners. So go to the address, go to the URL, use the link, you sign up, you make a deposit, we send you $50 to thank you. And a lot of people say, hey, what's your promo code? We don't have one.
Everyone's like, especially Saturday live streams, people are always like, what are you using, Jacob? What are you using? Well, I use Bet Online, and you can use it with me if you want, and Angelo will give you some money if you use it.
There we go. Got to use the link, though. We do not have a promo code. People are like, but bro, I use your promo code. We don't have one. It's the link. Here's the URL. You go there, use the link on the page, sign up, make a deposit, we square you away. We are in Texas, which is why we have to use those offshores.
How about the old Batman when the original one with Adam West? When they go to United Nations and turn them all into powder. What a wild rush. I remember watching that as a kid. That was one of my dad's favorite movies. And watching that and being like, oh my God, they're fucking powder, bro. What? How are they going to get him back? Oh my God, he's got a bomb.
I saw a couple of Boom Bang Pows, but that's about it.
That's a great movie.
That was a TV show.
It was a movie.
Was it the same guy that did both?
I'm just talking about the movie, man.
That's what I'm saying. Was it Adam West that did the TV show and the movies?
What, do I look like fucking Siri to you? What, I look like fucking Mr. Google?
West? Well, according to your license, according to your fucking license, damn, dude, Adam West was like Batman 75 times over. Every cartoon, every Lego video game, everything. That's crazy. Jesus, is he alive? He was in the Lego Batman movie in 2017.
What's the difference between you and I? I'm not wearing hockey pads.
I have seen that.
What's that?
The only reason I know what that is.
Happy Gilmore?
No, it's the Dark Knight, where Christian Bale as Batman stops crime, and there's a dude dressed like him, and that was what that altercation was. I saw somebody at Barstool.
Who says I'm not wearing hockey pads? Batman does?
The bad guy.
Say it again now?
It's hockey pants. I don't think it's pads. Is that what it was? Yeah. It's something like that. Yeah, I think I'm correct. We have an app. Download the app. The app's 100% free. Just search We Want Picks inside of your app store. You download the app. You turn on notifications. You get push notifications when we place bets. Inside the app, you'll have access to everything we offer. The picks, the bets, and of course, the tools. The tools are by far the greatest tool set in this space. There's nothing even remotely close. We have a data analyzer, which will line up every single data point you could ever want or need heading into a fight. We have the fight simulator that simulates fights 100,000 times and gives you those outputs. We have a line movement tracker, which will give you the opening odds, the current odds, the win probability, and the line movement for every fighter on every card. We have a prop hunter, a curated set of data specifically designed to help you find prop bets. We have an optimizer that will build DraftKings and FanDuel fantasy lineups for you. We have a tape index for people who like to do their own tape study. And all of that is available for $10 for an entire month. The fact that I was just able to talk for 2 full minutes without taking a breath about the tools that we offer tells you how much we have to offer.
I didn't even interrupt.
And the point there was, there's a ton of shit on that website for freaking $10, and it's $10 a month. And the month will get you UFC 322, UFC 323, a couple of solid fight nights as well. WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top.
Why do you have hockey pants on?
What gives you the right? What's the difference between you and me?
Yeah, I saw that Barstool clip.
At all?
Kyle?
I don't know, Rudy.
I'm not wearing hockey pants.
See, yeah, I told you it was the bad guy that said it.
That's just 2 guys dressed as Batman on a basketball court.
Barry Lang again, €1.99. How much to shuffle? It's going to take a lot. There is no truffle shuffle. I
think last time it was $9.99.
Price went up. The $10 is not what it used to be. Barry Lang, $1.99 again. Batman pills. That one I don't get. They eat the pills. I also thought Boom Bang Pow was the TV show, but I guess not.
That's
okay.
my favorite.
Okay. We have an address that you can send things to. I still have that card for you, Jacob. Send it, whether it's a letter or whatever the hell your mother's cooking. Actually, don't send any homemade food. I won't eat it. But any actual sealed
recipes. You'll take the recipes.
I'll take recipes. Send a recipe. Hey, that's a great idea. Send a recipe.
Finder's fee.
And then we'll
25%
cook
of
it.
everything.
It's a recipe. It's not worth anything. Send the recipe.
This idea, whatever you're gonna say. If you monetize it, I have 25% of everything.
Send the recipe, and I will cook that in the vlog. Boom. Done.
Boom,
But not
bop,
like
boom,
something
boom,
disgusting.
boom, bop,
We want picks, P.O. Box 406, Prosper,
yeah,
Texas.
not anything disgusting. Like there would be anything you wouldn't try.
It's like carrot stew. I'm good.
We're not gonna. Whoa. I mean, you can say what you want about anything else. We're not gonna fucking sit here and disparage carrots. That's
I
one
do
thing
like carrots,
That's one thing
but-
I won't fucking tolerate. Okay.
I do like carrots.
Now I know you don't need to apologize. I'm not hot. I'm not heated. I'm not upset. I'm not gonna get into it. But we're not gonna disparage carrots. It's one thing we're not gonna do. Do you understand?
I like carrots.
Do you understand?
Yes, but I'm about to say something I ate that was wretched. There was this German couple that my dad was friends with, and it was like Thanksgiving or something, and they brought over carrot cake. And I was like, nice. I fucking love carrot cake.
You love cake.
No, I don't. I actually am not a big sweets guy.
Bullshit!
I'm not a big sweets guy.
Oh my God, bullshit! I bring over donuts and you ate 10 of them
That's
every
not true.
time.
I barely touch them.
I
That's
barely
not true.
touch them. You're filling
Anyway,
holes.
Anyway, they
What
brought
the hell are we talking about?
It was a literal carrot cake. The cake, there was no cake. It was shredded carrots packed together. It was fucking so disappointing. I will never forgive
carrots,
them.
Man, I love them.
Finn Shelton says Angelo definitely wipes sitting down. Yeah, we've actually had this discussion. I stand up when I wipe. Sitting down is what everybody has told me is the normal way to do it. I stand up to wipe. What?
I mean, I'm just gonna come out and say it.
Okay.
I was in Vegas, and hotel room had a bidet.
Oh yeah, you went.
So, I mean, that day, I said a thing. Whew, I watched 3 movies on it. Yeah, on Saturday morning. I was up at 5 a.m. I'm just sitting,
buying different tips.
I was like, holy shit! All of a sudden, it's 2 in the afternoon. And I'm feeling fresh as a fucking daisy.
Amazoning pressure washer tips for the hotel bathroom toilet.
What a fucking rush, man.
I've never used a bidet.
Honestly, you know what it felt like? I have to imagine it
was that your
feels
first
like,
time ever?
I have to imagine that it feels like when you accidentally do heroin, but you realize I can't do this anymore. It's too good. You know what I mean? Like the second it hit, I was like, no. I got up and I was like, nope, because I know that if I get into this a little bit too hardcore, it could ruin my life. So I got a little, and I was like, okay, I know what that feeling would be like. I'm not going to press the issue because I don't want to get addicted.
I've never used a bidet. I don't have any. I don't want to. I feel like adding.
I agree. You'll get addicted.
Adding liquid seems like a fucking disgusting
you don't use wet
thing
wipes?
to do. No. Okay. All right. Like, what do you like? This guy said a full stand wipe is wild. No, it's not. Okay, let's fucking.
You just dry wiping?
That's what everybody does.
Type a 3 in the chat if you use wet wipes, please.
John Doe says over 500 watching, only 70 likes. Ungrateful. You know what's funny? Appreciate that very much. A, for the super chat and the message to get people.
Oh my God.
When I was watching Ariel Helwani
How
today,
do you even do it in 2025? You walk
When
around all crusty-assed all day? No wet wipes is fucking insane, dude.
Jesus Christ, look at this. You
Oh
guys
my
are
God,
fucking nuts.
dude. That literally is crazy.
Anyway.
And with your bowel movements? Oh,
When I was watching,
oh my God, that poor
Jesus
Tiffany.
Christ.
Oh, God.
when I was watching Ariel Helwani's,
Oh.
Ariel Helwani had almost 3,000 people watching live, and he had 100 likes. And it was crazy to see that. And then while I was watching it, I was like,
What
I
is
have
the health of your asshole?
Oh my God, we need to move on. This
You
is
just
getting
walk around
ridiculous.
itchy?
I'm not itchy. Bet Sam with the $8.99 New Zealand.
God.
Buy some wet wipes for God's sake. Angelo.
God.
Listen, I occasionally like if things
That's
are.
like we stopped doing that late 90s. We stopped just dry hitting it in the late 90s, Angelo. You're old enough. It's 2025.
I'm a boomer. Next up, at UFC Vegas 111, we have Marco Tulio taking on Christian Leroy Duncan. Marco Tulio, 14-1 in his career, 5-0 in his last 5 on a 10-fight win streak, taking on Christian Leroy Duncan. 12-2 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5. He is coming off that finish win over Eric Anders. This should be a really fun fight because they're both very good strikers. Marco Tulio has good power. He has good grappling as well, but he's mostly a striker. It's diverse, plenty of power. The volume is solid, not overwhelming because he takes his time at distance. He does have no problem just working in leg kicks. He doesn't really just full sprint in there. He trusts the process. He trusts his hands.
I can't even remember my last hemorrhoid.
I've never had a hemorrhoid. What do you mean my last hemorrhoid? Who gets hemorrhoids? That's like an old man thing. Marco Tulio is coming off that destruction over Trayshawn Gore at UFC 314. He's taking on CLD, Christian Leroy Duncan, high-pressure fighter, 10 finishes in 12 wins. He's a powerful striker. He comes forward with pressure, with speed, with creativity. He throws everything at his opponents, but if things get heated on the way back, he will very quickly turn into a wrestler and start diving at legs. He can be dangerous on the feet, decent ground and pound on the ground as well. He's coming off that finish win over Eric Anders, where he was just spinning around on his feet. And Marco Tulio has got quite the life. He's good at fighting, decent-looking guy. He's got a good-looking girlfriend. I think he wins this fight as well.
Say your name.
Norma Dumont.
You should say her name with some fucking relevance, some thankfulness.
After she tried to throw the safety parlay away? I don't think so.
She was on Ariel today, and I was.
All right. I am picking Marco Tulio here. I think Marco is just going to be a little better everywhere.
Is crazy. Yeah, reverence, I guess, is the word I was looking for. Some relevance.
Marco's the pick. What do you think, Jacob?
I understand the love for Tulio. You guys got really clean, crisp boxing, got some power behind it, can probably mix in some wrestling, maybe against normal people. But this is a very interesting fight because Christian Leroy Duncan is a tough fight for anybody because that guy has no idea I don't know what CLD is going to do because CLD has no idea what the fuck he's going to do, but this guy is fucking athletic, in, out, side, switch stances, does the weird spinning shit. You don't know what the fuck. Might come into a fight and look like fucking like Michelle Pereira and they're dancing around. Or he might come in and just grab you and hold you against the fence. We have no idea how he's going to fight. And as good a fighter as Marco Tulio is, and he's got all the tools to be able to beat a guy like CLD. CLD is a tough son of a bitch who knows kind of how to, even like when he shouldn't be making these fights close, he makes fights close. And with his style of like back, forth, front, back, and all this wild shit and his speed, I think that this is going to be a much closer fight than people think. And Tulio's going to have to land some decent shots to be able to win some of these rounds or hope that CLD is just boring enough where he's going to be able to have the speed and volume advantage. But I'm taking a little bit of a flyer on the dog here. I'm playing CLD. I'm not playing it, but I'm picking CLD because it feels like a decent matchup for him, for him to be able to just kind of dance around while Tulio's a little bit kind of locked in on the boxing. And we can't forget either that Tresean Gore kind of cracked this dude a couple times pretty good, and CLD's got enough power to hurt anybody. So I understand people, especially on this card, are trying to hone in on like who's a good favorite we trust. I don't know if Tulio's that dude in this type of matchup. I'm taking CLD because I just like his movement, man.
Yeah, listen, I understand being on that side because he is athletic, he is fast, he'll spin on the feet, he'll shoot takedowns, he can do a lot of things.
The people that Tulio have been having success with are people that are just kind of flat-footed standing in front of him. Like Tresean Gore was just fucking like locked in like this, just fucking eating jabs, fucking with his high guard. And what's so funny about that fight too, because I just rewatched it, was 2 minutes into that fight, Tulio had his eye like basically swollen shut. And Tresean's just like this, he's just splitting the guard. And Joe Rogan, 2 minutes into the fight, his eyes already swollen shut, was like, man, I love what Tresean's doing defensively. What the fuck are you talking about? His eye was literally like already swollen shut because it's fucking. But this is a much different type of striker than the people that Tulio have kind of been beaten up. Because what's his name is the same kind of just in your face, will just kind of trade punches. CLD doesn't really trade punches. He's in, he's out, he's fucking. I think it's a weird matchup.
And he'll randomly wrestle.
Yeah, he's shown an ability to just be boring too, just hold people against the fence and slow things down and be strong and physical, and just an interesting matchup.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this fight. I am pretty confident in Marco Tulio. I don't know if I'm 2-1 confident. You'll notice a lack of betting on him, but I do think he's just better everywhere. I think he's the better grappler if they grapple. I think he's the better striker if they strike.
To say goodbye.
I think he's the better fighter everywhere. Now, will he finish CLD? Probably not. That dude's tough as hell. I think these dudes can get after it. We could end up with a weird decision that, 29-28 on split down the middle. If this goes long and Marco tends to slow down, I mean, this could be a really fun fight, a competitive fight. I'm on the Tulio side. Jacob's on the Duncan side. And if you need a tiebreaker, we've got a couple for you. We've got Artem, that's a human. Betsam, also a human. And an artificial intelligence that is a robot. You can check out those picks, those confidence levels, and those bets. Just go to WeWantPicks.com. Quick become a member at the top. Next up, at UFC Vegas 111, we have Ricky Simón taking on Hani Barcelos. Ricky Simón is an unfortunate 2-3 in his last 5, but he is on a nice little win streak here, coming off that win over Cameron Smotherwin with plenty of experience at 22-6 in his entire career. Taking on Hani Barcelos, 20-5 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5. Riding a 3-fight win streak of his own. This is the battle of the grapplers. One of them old, one of them not. Ricky Simón, high energy wrestler. He's going to come forward, shoot a gazillion takedowns. He's basically Merab. He'll spam power, spam takedowns, and he won't get tired doing it. That's basically it. I mean, he's not as polished as Merab on the feet. He doesn't have as good a striking, but he will just absolutely bomb away. There's clearly some power in there. We saw that a couple fights ago. Technically, really? I think Merab's a pretty good freaking striker.
I think you're kind of fucking retarded sometimes.
He's also fighting the far higher level of opponent.
Bullshit!
Yeah, Hani Barcelos and Umar Nurmagomedov are definitely on the same page. Ricky
What about Vinicius Oliveira, future champion?
He lost to him.
He just said fighting better people.
Okay.
What about this guy called Dong Song Yong?
He lost to him too. And Ricky Simón did beat Merab, though. But he's just a spamming wrestler who's going to bomb away and continue to come forward, taking on Hani Barcelos, 5-time Brazilian national champion wrestler. He has technical striking, not like insanely fluid or smooth or anything, but he does have technical striking. He'll move forward. He'll stay busy with the striking. He can threaten some takedowns. He can defend some takedowns. Pretty well-rounded, but also not young. He's kind of an old man, but found a resurgence as of late with a couple of wins in a row. First, Peyton Talbot. Then he went ahead and beat former world champion Cody Garbrandt. I'm going to go ahead and pick Ricky Simón here. I think Ricky will actually shoot the takedowns first. And despite Hani Barcelos having incredible takedown defense, Ricky doesn't care. There's just a takedown hiding behind another takedown. And then after that, there's another takedown. He's just going to shoot over and over and over and over and over. And Hani off his back is not Hani on top. Ricky Simón is the pick. And I'm just getting more and more confident in him as the week is going on. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, I mean, last 3 losses, Song Yudong, who's in a 5-round fight, who's a very formidable opponent. Obviously, Mario Batista, who we just saw, is a really, really good, tough opponent. And then Vinicius Oliveira is just a fucking monster of a man. So those 3 losses from Ricky aren't the worst loss in the world. And Hani Barcelos is a guy that, for me, personally, I had Christian Quinones, who was supposed to be on this card, who wasn't on this card anymore. He was my lock of the week versus Hani Barcelos. Because we just saw Hani get knocked, or he just lost to Kyler. Before that, he got knocked out by Umar. And I was like, it finally felt like, okay, Hani just isn't that guy anymore. And for 2 rounds, Christian Quinones was like a minus 800 going into that 3rd round of that fight. He looked like, okay, Hani is fucking really slowing down. Was able to pull off that submission. And then all of a sudden, he just fucking steamrolls Peyton Talbot. And then he fucking beats Cody Garbrandt. And now you're like, holy shit, Hani's back, baby. But I do like Ricky to nullify the offensive wrestling that Hani wants to bring in. I think Ricky could be able to beat him to a couple takedowns if he does spam wrestle. But honestly, I think you get a couple wrestlers in here that strike. And I think Ricky, at his talent level right now, his youth, his speed, is just going to be the better boxer. We're finally going to be able to see somebody that can kind of box with, which sounds stupid because he just fucking fought Cody Garbrandt, but Cody Garbrandt was, I mean, swinging and missing and just didn't look real great in that fight. I think Ricky is going to be able to be kind of in his face with the striking, mix in a takedown or 2, and win the fight as well. So I'm not like crazy all over Ricky. I've always been a fan of Ricky, but at this point, I'm kind of hoping this Hani train just keeps rolling. I mean, it's been really fun.
I've been high on Hani Barcelos for a while. Like I loved him for a while, but then when he lost to Victor Henry, I was like, oh, okay. And then when he lost, to your point, to Kyler Phillips, it's like, okay. So things are just, I kind of stopped caring. I was embarrassing myself saying, hey, he might be able to beat Umar here because he's a 5-time Brazilian national champion. He's a good striker. Then he gets fucking put out. But he has revived his career. He's another one. He's listed at 38. I don't know if that's actually true or not. Like,
he fights very largy too. It's kind of, he's like,
yeah.
It's kind of funny how he fucking fights like that. And I think that Quinones fight too. He came back. He like blew out his shoulder in the first round. They popped it back in. He came back and won that fight, which is like fucking. I would think I was live for that. Yeah, fucking against the lock of the week, because when like Christian won the first round, and then they were talking about, oh, because he in his corner he was like, yeah, I dislocated my shoulder. And they popped back in, so I'm like, oh, won the first round. This guy's got to dislocate. Like, we're good to go. Like, fucking chalk it up. Lock of the week wins. And then I'm like, no, Christian, don't give up your back. No, Christian, What the fuck are you doing, asshole?
He did climb up and make that happen, but this could be a really fun fight. There are 2 guys like Hani. I think is way past his prime, but he's not soft. He's not a quitter. So I think Ricky Simón will spam takedowns. Will continue to move forward.
I actually like Bet Sam's bet for this fight. If you want to become a premium member, you can see what that is. But Bet Sam, I don't know if you're still in here, but I looked at that as well.
What a transition that is for me.
What is your problem, man? You're supposed to be excited. You're supposed to be jacked up.
I said I was excited.
You just fucking yawning your ass off.
I don't know what is happening right now. I think I'm coming apart. My eyes are a mess. I'm yawning. I feel like I got a good, you know what it is? The time change. It's fucking 10:30.
That was 3 days ago. Get over yourself.
And I'm still waking up at 5 a.m. every day because of the freaking time change. Anyway.
Oh, you mean 6 a.m.?
5 a.m. It's unfortunate. Ricky Simón is my pick. $8,400 in DraftKings Fantasy. If he gets the spam takedowns, if he gets the control time, if he throws out the volume, he could really be worth that money. This is kind of a tight little price point here, and I'm pretty confident in that. If you do want to check out every pick, every bet, every tool, including the bet that BetSam place that Jacob just talked about, it's only $10 for an entire month. WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member. At the top, that'll include UFC 322 and UFC 323.
BetSam said, yeah, mate, you got on the big screen chilling in the lounge on a summer's day. I'm liking Ricky here a lot. The fuck does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean? Is he watching us? I don't see it. I see, don't let Angelo convince you that I'm human.
Yeah,
Oh, here it is.
You got on the big screen, chilling in the lounge.
Got you on the big screen, chilling in the lounge on a Sunday. I mean, actually, this is a very logical.
Oh, he
yes,
has
friend.
on,
Yeah, and it's summer in their side of the world.
In Indonesia.
Yeah, he is Indonesian. Next up, at UFC Vegas 111, we have Ismael
What's that
Bonfim.
word you use for those people?
Taking on Chris Padilla. Ismael Bonfim, 20-5 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5. Coming off that TKO loss to Nazim Salikhov, where he couldn't get off the stool. He's taking on Chris Taco Padilla, 16-6 in his career, 5-0 in his last 5. Coming off the PFL packing win over Jai Herbert. Ismael Bonfim is the first of 2 Bonfim brothers fighting on this card, which means all the pressure's on him. All the pressure's on him. If Ismael Bonfim loses this fight, he is setting his brother up for a disastrous main event. So there's a lot of pressure coming into this fight, and it's not going to be an easy fight. Ismael is a wild striker. He's got some good power. He actually has some...
Is Bonfim his brother or his brother?
They're Brazilian. Brother. He is aggressive in the striking, aggressive in the grappling. He really is just going to throw every single punch like it's a baseball. He takes his time. He can be accurate. He can be powerful. He's got solid defense, but he doesn't always take his time. He typically will just come out, guns blazing, make something happen. He does have actual high-level boxing experience as well as high-level BJJ. He is coming off that finished loss to Nazim Salikhov where he had a nasty head kick, and then he just couldn't answer the bell between rounds. He's taken to the point where they thought there was something wrong. Like Nazim Salikhov didn't even celebrate at first because he thought there was a no contest or a DQ. Like he thought he did something wrong. It was very uneventful despite the fact that he kicked him so hard, he made him quit in the stool. He's taking on Chris Padilla, pretty well-rounded guy. He likes to come forward. He'll strike for a minute or two.
What are you talking about?
Bonfim's last fight.
He didn't quit. His eye was fucked up.
It didn't explode. It wasn't swollen shut.
Yeah, it was fucked. I mean, he like broke his face with the fucking kick.
Correct.
And he said he couldn't see. He said he quit on the stool.
Did he get off the stool and continue to fight, or did he stay on the stool and say, I can't fight? Which did he do?
He was walking around, and the doctor's like, can you see? And he's like, I can't see.
Okay.
Can't see.
And what have we learned about when fighters say, I can't see?
You haven't learned anything. That dude's eye was fucked up. He literally broke his face.
Could Waldo Cortez Acosta see?
There wasn't an eye poke. His fucking face was broken, you retard. That he got kicked in the face. It wasn't an eye poke, dumbass.
Could, let's see, Mataus Rebecki see when his face was shattered into 1,000 pieces and both eyes were shut?
Probably not.
Did he say, I can't see?
I don't think he was asked. If they asked him, he might have said that.
I promise you he wouldn't.
Wrong Zhu. Ask Taco about Wrong Zhu. He couldn't fucking see.
Who couldn't see?
Wrong Zhu.
Which shoe?
I'm not going to play these child games. You want to have a discussion? We can have a discussion.
I was having a breakdown, and you did play child games. We got Chris Padilla, well-rounded guy. He wants to come forward. He wants to strike for a minute, then move his way to some clinch work. He will work in some takedowns, plenty of activity, plenty of cardio. He is coming off that pretty close win to Jai Herbert where he backed up quite a bit and struggled with the length. And this entire card is full of landmines. This is a tough fight to pick. Chris is way too good for these odds. And I actually am going to pick Ismael here, but Chris is just too good for these odds. He's tough as hell. He comes forward. He shoots takedowns. He doesn't quit. Ismael's also very good. The reason I like him to win here, I think he's just a little faster. I think he's going to be a little more aggressive. Chris did not love the range in the last fight, and not that Ismael's going to fight at range, but I think Ismael can make this an uncomfortable fight for Chris by just full gas moving forward with everything. But if there's some early survival, this could get weird late. So I am going to pick Ismael Bonfim here, but I'd be the first to tell you these odds are crazy wide. What do you think? Bias Jacob.
Yeah, give me just a second here.
Hey, there you go, player. How you feeling? Okay. He's going to try to punk you with some weird Asian bravado we ain't dealing with tonight. When he engages and gets past middle range, you strike with him. Keep your chin down, hands up.
That is.
There you go, player. How you feeling?
Play one more
What's
time.
weird Asian bravado?
He's gonna try to punk you with some weird Asian bravado we ain't dealing with tonight.
We ain't dealing with it. We ain't dealing with it. I love Taco Padilla. Not only do I love Taco Padilla, but there's something special about a fighter and coach that are so locked in. And these guys, I'm telling you, are so fucking locked in. They are students of the game. They treat this so cerebral and such like a fucking like a painting that they are painting. That's how Chris fights. It's not crazy. It's not wild. It's very, very dialed in. And he's just making reads and is like just an art, like a fucking artist out there in the way that he can throw strikes and time stuff. And against a guy like Jai Herbert, it was a little bit frustrating for him because Jai was able to kind of pick him apart from the outside. And he wasn't able to do this or do that. But finally, at the end, he was able to finally catch him with that elbow. This fight, I think, is when this was announced, he put on his story or whatever, and I immediately messaged him. I was like, dude, this is a great matchup for you. This is a great matchup for you because you can be the fucking matador to the bull. Ismael's going to come forward. He's going to be throwing the wild stuff. He might try to shoot a takedown or whatever. And when he is in the pocket, he throws strikes and enters the pocket like this. I mean, he is chin up in the air. There's going to be so many opportunities for Taco to sneak in something in the pocket. He's so good with those elbows or those nice tight shots, those nice tight strikes. So this is a biased pick. I'm a huge Taco Padilla fan. He's a former lock of the week, so don't listen to me if you don't want to, but I really do believe that this is a great matchup for Taco, a guy that could be so just dialed in and wait for that perfect shot against kind of a guy that's a little bit wild, little unpredictable, and leaves himself exposed, especially in the pocket, and that's where fucking Taco excels. So Taco should be able to hold his own in the grappling and in the striking. He can set traps better than anybody. I think he sets the trap and finds a big shot on Bonfim. So I got to go with my boy Taco on this one.
Yeah, it'll be a fun fight because Ismael gets after it. Taco Padilla is not afraid to fight. So they're going to get after it. This will be a really fun fight. Just kind of spruce up this main card a little bit, get things going.
But that was his coach on the whatever. But they are like fucking just dialed in. Like, listen, one thing you should listen to if you've never watched Taco fight is his coach talking to him in the thing. Because a lot of corners, they're yelling this, hey, go left, you got, look how far, right. But he's just talking to him like it's just like, there you go, there's that left hand. All right, we're going right here. Yeah, we ain't feeling that. We're going left here. We're looking for this in the mid range, and they're just very and Taco's in there being like, yes sir. Like they are so in sync with what they want to do in a fight and the adjustments that they can make. Those slight adjustments. Hey, we're looking here mid range. We're going with this. Like they saw that elbow against Rongju. They were setting that shit up against Jai Herbert. They're very high level when it comes to breaking down a fight and knowing what to look for. I love it, and you guys are gonna love listening to it as well.
Yeah, it's I genuinely am looking forward to this fight. This has potential to be one of the better fights on the card. I mentioned earlier, I opened this part of the breakdown with there's a lot at stake for Ismael. Obviously, his own career, but his brother's career as well. Could you imagine the person that you started this journey with, the person you're trained with every day, the person you care about? Like, I don't want to say most because I don't know what else is going on, but one of the people you care about most in your life fights before you, 2 fights before you, 20-something minutes before you, maybe 30, and he loses, you're fucked. You are mentally fucked. You are checked out. You're not going to be – this isn't a teammate losing. This is your brother. So it's like it's a lot of pressure. I have been saying this for years. I do not think relatives should fight on the same card. No good comes of it. Or if you are going to fight in the same card, it's like first fight, last fight. A long enough 6-hour gap that you don't even have to be checked into the line.
He got that knockout and they went fucking
their
crazy.
Debut. That was the only time. Their debut.
Well, it fucking worked that time. He said there's no good that comes of it. That was the good that comes of it. He saw his brother get the knockout. He's like, oh yeah, and he fucking juiced up. That's the good comes with it. It's just a risk involved.
The juice
is like a dirty needle. You don't know what's going to happen.
You do know what's going to happen.
No, you don't. You don't know if you might not get anything. If you do get something, you don't know what you're going to get.
It won't be good. You won't get jacked.
Mama said life is like a dirty needle. You never know what you're going to get.
The dirty needle is never for steroids.
What?
We have, if you find a dirty needle, it was never with steroids in it.
Oh my God. What are you even referencing right now?
Nah, you're not gonna do that.
No, what are you talking about? I'm talking about you never know what you're gonna get, like what disease is on that fucking needle. Not about,
so
not about what
shit
drug.
stick. So am I.
What?
When you walk past a dirty needle,
Right.
it wasn't gonna be in a clean gym bro because it was steroids. It's gonna be a filthy crackhead needle every time.
So
10 out of
that's
10
like
times.
implied. Why are you giving like an explanation like, oh, by the way, yeah, because it's not gonna be a clean needle.
Because you're gonna get AIDS every time.
You don't know that. That's the whole point of the discussion. You
I
don't
know.
know what you're gonna get.
Every time AIDS. Every time. And sometimes AIDS, and then on top of it, sometimes
This guy on
flesh-eating
Kill
bacteria.
Tony has HPV. Do you even really know what that is?
No. Didn't we get a vaccine for that?
I don't know, but he got it. He says he used to like whore around and said he hasn't had sex in like 9 years because I guess it's like full time.
It'll cause cancer.
It is
In women.
he said his dick is like cauliflower 24/7, like it doesn't go away. Like herpes comes and goes, like you have like breakouts or whatever, or like other stuff comes and goes. I guess he says it's just like he has a cauliflower dick all the time, so he like can't date women because it's like, look at this.
Jesus. I do know it'll cause cancer in women. That's why they're trying to give like kids the vaccine and shit. So crazy world.
You're doing
You know
what
what?
to children?
The HPV vaccine. You know what isn't crazy? Everything that we offer on the website. But what is crazy is the price point. The website has all sorts of picks and bets and tools. It has insight, information, breakdowns. It has everything you could ever want or need heading into a fight weekend. It's only $10 for an entire month. WeWantPicks.com. Click become a member at the top.
Like the stream right now, and I'll take my pants off. Swear to God.
$2.79 Canadian from Sean Shelby. It was the juice.
It was the juice, baby. You're not the only thing. What? How's that go?
I've never
Goes
heard that
the
song
juice.
before.
What?
Never heard that song. Next up at UFC
Yeah,
Vegas.
Look it up. Here comes. It's something like that.
It's
Right?
not a song.
Baby.
Not a song. Okay. Next up at UFC Vegas 111, we have Muslim Salikhov taking on Uros Medik in another fight with some odds that seem kind of wide. Muslim Salikhov 22-5 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5. He is on a 3-fight win streak, taking on Uros Medik 11-3 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5. Alternating wins and losses. Muslim Salikhov is the king of Kung Fu, and he's old. I've never seen him use Kung Fu in the octagon. What I have seen, though, is some pretty intense power from the hands and some random wrestling in the back pocket. He holds nothing back.
Baby, they think this thing in the world. You got. I remember that song. You remember that song?
Not at all.
Hold on.
We're going to get fucking slammed. This might be a band. Yeah.
Got the only sweetest thing in the world.
I've never heard
Got
this
the
song.
wolf.
Muslim Salikhov hits hard as shit. Muslim Salikhov can wrestle if he needs to. He's kind of tough, but he is old as hell. He is past the 40 mark. He's a little stiff, but he's got power. He bombs everything away, and he just knocked out Carlos Leal as a pretty big underdog. He's taking on Uros Medik. He's the opposite when it comes to striking, where Muslim Salikhov is just randomly bombing away. Uros Medik is a clean, technical striker. He's fast. He's loose. He has a 100% finish rate in his 11 wins. He's got speed. He's got power. He's got killer instinct. He does have a questionable takedown defense because it sits at a low 55%, but if you go through the fight history and watch the tape, you'll realize he was taken down 7 times by Motorbek Orobai, which kind of throws that stat into the wind. He is coming off that win over Curtis Urbina, where he was dropped early, but he survived, and then he got his own insane finish. And this fight's going one of two ways. Uros Medik's going to put on a technical clinic because he's the far better, far more technical striker, or Muslim's going to knock his ass out the exact same way he just did the Carlos Leal. Carlos Leal was supposed to hit like a freight train and be crazy tough and durable, and Muslim Salikhov just knocked his ass out. This could literally be exactly the same. I'm going to pick Uros. I think Uros is just going to be too fast, too clean, too technical. I am a little bit worried. The minus 175 seems crazy considering Uros was just dropped by Gilbert freaking Burns and Muslim Salikhov hits like a truck. So Uros is the pick. I mean, you do have to worry about the Muslim right hand coming over. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, this almost feels like a trap at this point because I mentioned something about Muslim and a bet that I had on him, which you can't get anymore, but then I saw all the love for Muslim, so I'm like, oh my God, this is going to be where everyone loads up on this 40-year-old dog, and then he does get fucking put out. So I'm playing Muslim, first-round knockout. I got it for plus 500. I thought those odds were absolutely fucking insane because Uros Medic has literally been dropped with the first punch. The other person is, and those weren't like big shots. Those were like little like bink and a little like great like bink, like just fucking the bink. And if Muslim just throws one of those hairy fucking knuckles at his chin, he's gonna go to fucking sleep. Plus 500 when this guy's been dropped with the first punch that landed on him in his last 2 fights. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna take that all day, every day. That's what I fully expect to happen. Uros comes in aggressive again. Muslim just hits him with the right hand, and this time he doesn't fucking wake up because these are some big ass fucking knuckles coming his way. Some big ass fucking I like fucking Muslim, but all this love that he's getting makes me worries a little bit. But I mean, first round knockout for plus 500, yeah, give me that fucking all day. Can't get it anymore. But if you're a premium member, you did. You're welcome.
It is tricky because he isn't objectively an old man, old, especially old for this sport. But I think we should be okay. I think Uros is going to win the fight, but obviously Muslim's got that random power. He's been
pretty much knocked out with one punch, 2 straight fights.
Oh, the last fight was right there. I mean, he got dropped bad.
I called that too. We were live streaming. I was like, watch. I guarantee that Uros gets dropped, and it might be with the first punch.
He went straight down, but then he got his own flat line though. Like his finish was spectacular, made up for it in spades. But and then what did he say in the post fight? Like what did he say in his post fight? Like, oh, I just had to get woken up. So this will be a fun fight. They're going to get after it. It's a 1.5 round line. The under isn't absurd, honestly, because Uros, the 100% finish rate, Muslim can knock anybody out. These two are going to swing. They're going to swing hard. If you do want to check out every pick, every bet, every tool, if you need a little bit of a guide, you want a leg up, you want a little bit of advantage heading into your fight weekend, go to WeWantPicks.com, click Become a Member. There's only $10 for an entire month's worth of access, and that month will not only get you this card, but UFC 322, UFC Qatar, and then UFC 323. WeWantPicks.com. Next up, at UFC Vegas 111, we have one of the weirdest co-main events we have had in a while. We have Matt Schnell taking on Joseph Morales. Matt Schnell, 17-9 in his career, 2-3 in his last 5, coming off his first win in 3 years, taking on Joseph Morales, 13-2 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5 on a 4-fight win streak. And given those circumstances, these odds are kind of tight. Minus 270, less than a 3-1 favorite in this fight seems kind of gifty. And I understand Matt Schnell's not terrible. He's an okay striker. He's got pretty good BJJ. He does prefer to counter strike. He does a good job getting you to follow him, and then he will plant his feet and fire back in combinations. He doesn't shoot a lot of takedowns. He actually averages fewer than 1 per fight. But if he has any leeway on the ground, he could be a problem because his BJJ is very good, and he can just snatch things up. While he can kind of struggle to get fights to the ground, he certainly can finish them there. His chin isn't great. It doesn't always hold up. But as long as it is holding up, he's insanely tough. He's never going to quit. But he can be taken down very, 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 very easily. And that favors Joseph Morales here because this guy's a solid wrestler, good grappler. He doesn't desperately shoot takedowns, but when he does shoot takedowns, he gets to the legs, he elevates. On the ground, he's got great control, great patience, doesn't put himself in harm's way. He makes sure that he methodically works through, land strikes when he needs to, and tries to find submissions. The issue is on his feet. He's a bit too patient at times. He does do a good job bobbing and weaving to avoid what comes back his way, but there's not really a lot of volume. He is coming off that triangle choke win in his UFC debut. And Matt Schnell has a terrible record. Matt Schnell will be accosted for being the co-main event here. He's been accosted a few times for a couple of performances, but he's not a terrible fighter. He can get after it on the feet. He's got good grappling on the ground. He's just sort of not insanely durable, and it's not his choice. It's just chin doesn't always hold up, or he finds himself in precarious positions. I do think Joseph Morales wins here. I think it's a pretty straightforward victory. Get the takedowns, avoid a crazy submission, and I think he does that. So Joseph Morales is the pick. Minus 270 feels kind of like a discount. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, it definitely feels like it's just, for me, it's Matt Schnell, sub or bust. Is he going to get a sub? Is he going to sneak something in on Joseph? Or isn't he? Because Matt Schnell isn't the most durable guy on the feet. He's got actually pretty clean boxing, but he does get hit. He does get lit up. As Angelo mentioned, he can get taken down. So I think he's going to be, I thought this guy's retired like 2 or 3 times at this point. It feels like Joseph's going to come in, shoot a takedown. Matt's going to try and chase something on the front choke early, try to out-scramble him, probably get out-scrambled himself. And you saw Joseph, his scrambling abilities in the last fight. And even when he falls off the top, that ability to throw in that triangle is pretty slick as well. So he's a pretty slick dude, 13-2. I know he had a couple bumps in his first stint. One was to the champion, right? Or the former champion. I think he's just at a different level right now than Matt Schnell. He should be able to get it done. And I think he gets it done by finish, or Matt Schnell finds some wild grappling exchange by finish. But I think there's a finish in this fight.
Yeah, I don't see why there wouldn't be, because Matt can find finishes. Famously, that dude was on death's door, rose from the dead, and found a finish a few years ago, but also gets finished. He is the reason people are convinced Steve Ursay deserved a title shot and that he's any good, which we now know he is not. Joseph Morales is going to be unanimous.
He gave fucking Pantoja all he could handle it.
Yeah, and then he hasn't looked good since.
Okay, you said he sucks, so.
I do think he sucks. Joseph Morales.
Yeah, you said that about fucking Isaac Dolgarian too.
Turns out all those horrible things I said about him are some of the most accurate shit we've ever said on this show.
Allegedly.
You should read it. You should read it all again.
Allegedly.
Joseph Morales, $9,300 in DraftKings Fantasy. I do think that's worth it, because I agree with Jacob. We could potentially have a finish here. If you do want to check out the picks, the bets, the tools, the optimizer, the data, the artificial intelligence, the other cappers, all of it is in one package. There is no upsell. There's no cross-sell. The only tier system we have is every single thing we have to offer for either $10 a month, $100 a year, or $300 till the end of time. Those are the only packages. It's just discounts for longevity. WeWantPicks.com. Next up, at UFC Vegas 111, we have the main event of the evening. We have Gabriel Bonfim taking on Randy Rude Boy Brown. Gabriel Bonfim, 18-1 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5, riding a 3-fight win streak, taking on Randy Rude Boy Brown. 20-6 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5. He is coming off that bounce-back knockout over Nicholas Dalby. Gabriel Bonfim, very similar to his brother, just a little better. He's a solid striker. He's fast. He's loose. High-level boxing credentials. Solid BJJ. He's well-rounded. He's a little more patient than his brother is, but he still gets after it, and he has still only been to 1 decision in 19 fights. He looks to strike early. He'll transition to wrestling a little after that. If he doesn't find that finish coming, he's just going to start diving at legs. When he gets a fight to the ground, he is methodical with the control, and he works for positions. He is coming off of that very close split decision win over the best-looking 40-year-old on the roster. He's taking on Randy Rude Boy Brown. A very good striker, uses range incredibly well. He is stupid tall for this weight class, and he takes advantage of that. He's got long jabs. He's got good kicks. He keeps you at range until he's ready, and then he'll come in with some speed and initiate the boxing exchanges. He has 9 takedowns in the UFC, and while he doesn't go to those often, he's got nice trips, solid jiu-jitsu on the mat. He is very good. He's a lot of fun to watch. He is coming off that knockout win over Nicholas Dalby, where he was dropped early, which was scary, but he was able to rally back with a monster second round. Randy's the underdog here, and I'm surprised to see that, honestly. I'm surprised because I think Randy has the better body of work. Who has Gabriel Bonfim beat? A 45-year-old and then a 40-year-old? Barely. A lot of people think he lost to Wonder Boy. He was desperately shooting takedowns. He didn't like the style or the range at all. And while Randy Brown doesn't have that same karate style, he does have phenomenal range management. Randy Brown did not lose to Brian Battle. That was just a bad decision because he was held against the cage. I think Randy Brown can win this fight. I think if he manages range really well, he could have success there. The challenge is going to be to keep this fight on his feet because Gabriel's going to be diving at legs. But I trust Randy Brown in a 25-minute fight more than I do Gabriel Bonfim in a 25-minute fight. So it might get dicey early. But I think Randy's going to let the hands go when he needs to. If there are takedowns, they won't matter in Vegas. So I'm going to go with the dog here. I'm picking Randy Brown. What do you think, Jacob?
Calf kick's going to be problems. I wanted to pick Randy Brown. I like him at range. He's a good striker. And if he can keep this kind of in his range, he's going to have some real good success in this fight. But he is so heavy on that front leg, and he's had issues with people attacking that front leg before. And Gabriel Bonfim will be patient and just sit back and just kick the fuck out of that calf until Randy Brown wants to decide to crash in, and then that's when the takedowns kind of work for Gabriel Bonfim. So I get why people want to pick a guy like Randy Brown. He's definitely capable of winning this fight, but as a complete fighter, Gabriel Bonfim can stay on the outside, pick apart that leg, bide his time, and then work on some takedowns. Wonder Boy's just he's a weird guy to fight no matter what. Like he knows all you want to do is wrestle him. He knows how to keep range. It's an awkward fight for everyone. So I think it's a little bit, I guess not really a buy low spot for Gabriel Bonfim, but I think he is a more complete fighter than Randy Brown, who can get out wrestled. He's been chinned. He was almost chinned in his last fight. He's been chinned before. Gabriel's got power, and sometimes with those guys that keep threatening the wrestling, that's when the power comes there. Randy's kind of struggled with power in the past, and if somebody gets on top of him, they can control him. So I just think there's more paths to victory for Gabriel Bonfim in this fight, but I'm not going to bet him, but as a pick, I think that's my pick.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, Bonfim doesn't suck. He'll come forward. He'll get after it. He can wrestle if he needs to, and in his last fight, he did need to. I just don't love the circumstance of him fighting on the same card as his brother. I don't love the fact that he needed to wrestle in his last fight and wasn't able to easily out-wrestle Wonder Boy, who has pretty bad takedown defense.
Yeah,
so I think Randy...
he was just kind of waiting for takedowns.
Yeah, I just... honestly, I'm
down 5 times.
He did. I'm on the Randy Brown.
I did.
Oh, wait. I am on the Randy Brown side here, but, like we said earlier, if the Ismael Bonfim fight is like a spectacular win for Ismael, maybe that is kind of a factor against the Randy Brown pick. But if it goes the other way, I would recommend not betting on this fight, waiting till fight night. You get a good 15, 20 minutes, maybe a half an hour before these two fights. And if Ismael gets beat by War Taco, it might be worth the sprinkle on Randy Brown as a dog.
Are you saying you're going to rig this fight?
I'm saying his dumbass brother might fuck it for him. That's what I'm saying.
Say that again? Now, whoa, say that again. His brother might fuck it for him?
Correct. Yes, dude, sometimes brothers are weird.
I don't have a brother. Can you explain?
You don't?
Because I know you got a couple.
I have 1.5.
Couple.
I have 1.5.
He's got a little person.
He actually is tiny. They're both small. The fuck did I have them so big? Guys, that's the break.
The rumor is you did eat your twin.
Like Dwight, I have the strength of a grown man and an unborn child.
But you have no strength. That's the weird part.
Yeah, that is strange, isn't it? We should fight.
I don't think your parents can afford that again.
Then they won't, and you'll get a win. Isn't that great for you? Guys?
I feel bad. Just like Adrian tweeted today because his fight got canceled, and I said, I'll step in. If you can do one, I could get to 165 probably by the weekend if we were going to do it there. And he said, I couldn't do it to you. Which is kind of a cold-ass line.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it to you.
I feel bad beating the fucking piss out of you.
I think I could take Adrian. I think I could if I get my paws on Adrian, I think he's going for a ride.
Your paws? That is solid. That's a good abominable snowman noise.
That's not a real thing.
Well, you hear like
it's not a real thing. Yeah, it's not a real thing. It's not a real thing.
Okay.
What else do you
now? Whose mom was lying?
What other fictitious things are you teaching those children?
Now whose mom's lying?
Bet Sam, you want to chime in?
Okay. That's the breakdown, guys. We appreciate you. Thank you for being here.
Pull over from last night. If you get it, you get it.
No, I do get it now. Go to WeWantPicks.com. Click become a member at the top to support the boys.
Angelo
you could also
like that abominable snowman. Yeah, you try to do it. Take your shirt off and do it. Giordani, you still in here?
We could. Don't forget to
Giordani, we
subscribe.
need $20 quick.
I'm trying to.
Let's get this shirt off.
He's wrapping it up. We need to get to it. I want a play button. I want a play button. We're very far away, but you guys can help us get there. Click the subscribe
Why
button.
do you get it, asshole?
No, they give you multiple. I was just going to say they give you multiple.
Oh, fuck you, bitch.
They give you one for free.
Oh, fuck you, bitch.
You got to buy the rest. So we'll buy them. I'll hand that shit out, dole it out. But yes, you do get multiple. WeWantPicks.com if you want to support on the website, or click subscribe here to support for free. It's a click of the button. Share the videos. It helps push these things along. I don't know if you knew this, Jacob. We are the #1, undeniable, unequivocally, never bought a single subscriber in the existence of our channel, UFC gambling show. And anybody who says otherwise is a lying Euro trash that buys subscribers. Prove you don't, you fucking pussy. We have a bunch of tools on the website as well. It's not just a list of bets for $100 a month, like some fucking weird, let me rent a car, make it my profile picture so I look cool to strangers on the internet bullshit. It is the greatest offering this space has ever seen for $10 fucking dollars. 10. There's tools, not just picks and bets. One of those tools is the data analyzer. The data analyzer will give you every single fight now and in the future, the card that they're on, the full fight history of each fighter, and it lines it up against their opponent. The fight simulator will simulate fights 100,000 times. It'll give you those outputs. You can use that data to do whatever you want with, because my eyes are dry. You can use that data to do anything you want with, including build fantasy lineups for you.
Tell them about your Tourette's.
I actually do have Tourette's. These tools have been coded from scratch, including the new optimizer, coded from scratch. Not just lazily throwing up 4 or 5 bets on a website and charging obscene money. And then that shit misses, and then I just give you random bets for other sports nobody gives a fuck piss about. The optimizer will build DraftKings and FanDuel fantasy lineups for you. The line movement tracker will give you the opening odds, the current odds, the win probability, and the line movement for every fighter on every card. The prop hunter is a curated set of data specifically designed to help you find prop bets. The tape index is a full-blown index. It'll give you each fighter on the card, their full fight history, how they won, who they beat, when it happened, and if there's a red button next to the name, you click it, the video pops up, you can watch that fight. And it's not just me and Jacob. We also have Betstamp, we have Artem, we have an artificial intelligence. Check it all out, WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. Guys, every video I film, you notice the eyes don't do the fucking shit that they do on my Sunday video because that's not filmed at night. The night videos are the problem. The recaps are the worst. I might start doing those with fucking my glasses on. So, yeah, there's that. Any last words for the peeps, Jake?
Yeah, I didn't do fucking shit. Okay. So you guys might hear some stuff coming out in the next few days, or you might see me fucking hauled off, and I didn't do fucking shit, man. I didn't know what was going on. Imagine, though. That would be pretty crazy.
If you did some shit and ruined my life because of it, I will pay people to fuck you in prison.
Isn't it crazy that literally was? I thought about this because I have Isaac's phone number. We've texted before, and I couldn't imagine what if I was sitting at the Apex 3 or 4 hours before his fight or whatever, and got a text or a message that was like, hey, might not want to fucking bet on me or something like that, just like randomly. Obviously that didn't happen, whatever, but you know how like upside down my life would be right now and it wouldn't even be my fault. Like, what if he just like randomly sent that out? I'm not saying that that's what he was doing or whatever. It's all legend and all this stuff. And I'm actually hoping none of it's true. I like Isaac, whatever. But could you imagine that situation if I literally was like kind of a part of it because I like received like some sort of message randomly from somebody or something? But
that was like Dana shitting on all those fighters yesterday that needed all these fighters yesterday. Vanessa Demopoulos and Lando Venata, all these fighters needed to be like, people asked me to throw fights. And then Dana on TMZ was like, what?
Yeah,
why didn't you
tell us?
Why didn't you notify the authorities? Why didn't you tell us?
What I said yesterday. I'm like, why are they doing this? Like, why didn't they tell? What the fuck are you doing? You're just they're not going to like that. Like, they're not going to like that. Like, obviously, the feds are going to be like, okay, let's have a conversation. But Dana's not going to like that. Yeah, Dana's not going to fucking like you saying that. Like, oh, what are you talking about? You knew these people are going around. You're not telling us about it? Like, what the fuck? And it's so like, now they're all like, oh, we were joking. Because
they all did it in like the whole, like, look how much integrity I have. But that's not how it comes across. It comes across, this is so fucked that everybody's getting offers to cook. And it's like, so Dana was feared. Dana flat out said in that interview, well, now the FBI is going to call them so they can talk to them.
Yeah.
Dana's the one who called the FBI on Isaac.
Literally. And he said that one where he was like, if you want to be my enemy, I'm going to make sure you go to he's like, I'm going to make sure you go to prison for a long time. It's like, oh, fuck, man. Dude, he said in that interview, he's like, listen, we haven't had any evidence. There's been no evidence that he's done anything wrong.
Yes.
He's basically like, it doesn't look good for him. But as of right now, there's no evidence that he did anything wrong. So, just kind of like, I don't know. I hope it's not true, man. Because I talked to him about this fight and stuff. And
sure.
I literally, it's funny today is too. I said, because I told him I was coming to the Apex and stuff. And he was I said, because we were talking about the fight. I said, sounds good, man. Appreciate you. I may be able to make it to Vegas that weekend for the fight. We'll see how it plays out. This is like in September. And he said, please do if you can. So I was like, I went to the fight this halfway to see fucking Isaac. And then it's fucking,
yeah, it's funny. It's very.
I hope somehow it's just not true, but I don't know. It doesn't look great.
Best case scenario is an injury, but who the hell knows?
But that's the thing too. Is Coach Montoya made a point in his
to say he was not injured. Yeah,
yeah, to say he was physically and mentally capable.
Yeah,
because they asked him, but I still think like, dude, if everything is true and everything happened or whatever, I made this reference on my Twitter too. It basically because they went back there before the fight. Dana said he went back there. Somebody, it sounded like he was the one that went back there. Was that straight up asked Isaac? Like, do you owe any? And are you hurt? Do you owe anybody money?
Everything.
Yeah. Are you hurt? Do you owe anybody money? Is this fight going to be fit? What the hell is going on? And Isaac said, no, I'm going to smash this guy. It's like, Isaac, that was your out. You're caught, dude. You're caught. They know what's going on. You're caught.
Yeah.
What are you doing? That's like if you pull in to a bank and there's a cop there. And you get out of your car and the cop's like, are you about to rob this bank? And you are about to rob the bank. And you look at the cop and you're like, I'm not going to rob this bank. And the cop's like, okay, go on in. And then you go in with the cop standing there and you still rob the bank. And then you come out and they're like, we just saw you rob the bank, buddy. It's like, dude, Isaac, if this is true and he's in the back and they're like, what's going on? That's your out, dude. You got to be like, yeah, I mean, this is fucked up because then they can kind of work with you a little bit more. Like you can kind of play the victim more, being like, I didn't know what was going on. I was doing this or whatever. But the guy looked at him and was like, we're good. Like, no.
Yeah.
And then everyone that watched that fight's like, fuck, man, that was, Jesus, man.
No, it's a dog shit situation, but it is what it is. If he did do it, I hope he didn't, just for everybody's sake. But if he did do
it's better for. That's why a lot of people are like rooting for. The best case scenario for everybody is it's just like a weird, like something like an illness or like something weird happened or whatever. Like no, it's not good for anybody if he literally fucking fixed the fight. So
yeah,
I hope.
Yeah, it's kind of a mess. I saw this comment was funny to me. It said, let's not forget Dumas was ready to tap before the choke was in. That's because that guy sucks and is a pussy.
He was done. He was just fucking done.
What's funny is if Isaac Dogarian sucked, this wouldn't have been as alarming.
Dude,
it's that he doesn't suck.
He went from the biggest betting favorite in UFC history in his last fight to looking like he had never grappled a day in his life in the next fight. And didn't show any signs of injury. That's the thing. It wasn't like afterwards he like started grabbing at his ribs like I gotta fucking. He was just like, damn it. And I wish, dude. I still wish. My biggest regret is not in the moment. I was so sad because I just lost money and stuff. I wish I would have because after I think I already told you this, but after Cody Durden lost, I went up and I gave him a fist bump. I was like, hey man, it was still a good fight. Like you look good. And he was like, yeah man, I really thought I had him or whatever. I did have him. I wish I would have had the camera rolling on my chest and went up to Isaac and be like, hey, man, whatever, just to see how he would have reacted.
Yeah.
What were his coaches looking at him? Or was nobody saying anything? Was he looking? I wish I would have been able to focus on that moment, but it was just, I never thought it was going to be, I just thought he was hurt or something.
Yeah, I mean, it's a shit situation. Not everybody always makes the right decisions. It is what it is. We'll see what happens. I felt bad for his coach who went on Ariel's show, and I watched that whole thing live. And the comments were funny because the comments are like, "Oh, he's not saying anything. He's this, he's that. He's making it worse." It's like, dude, he can't. What he said was everything. Like, he confirmed that they went up to them ahead of time. He confirmed Isaac was perfectly healthy, and that Isaac said he wasn't going to throw the fight. He confirmed he kicked Isaac out of the gym. He confirmed he had nothing to do with it. Like, he said a lot.
All this summary? Yeah. Is that this is the recap from Coach Montoya. This is pretty much everything because I watched the whole thing as well. Isaac is not part of Factory X anymore. Coach Montoya doesn't know what is happening or happened, but is adamant that they were not involved in any way. They asked Isaac, and he asked Isaac if anything was going on pre-fight. Isaac said no, so they moved forward with the fight and tried to coach him to a victory. Because Coach Montoya basically said, like, I asked Isaac. Isaac said nothing's going on. I have to trust my athlete, and I coached him like nothing was going on. I tried to coach him to a win, which he was. I mean, and he even said, like, you could listen to the corner. I was at the Apex. He was screaming, hey, Isaac, fight the hands. Like, he was freaking the fuck out. He also added that he was mentally and physically ready for the fight. He contacted Isaac on Sunday to tell him he was cut from the UFC, and because of the allegations and investigation, he wouldn't be at Factory X anymore. Coach Montoya continues to state that they are waiting like everyone else to see what the investigation finds, but, quote, I don't think Isaac is ever fighting again, and that was whether he was guilty or innocent. And then, so it sounds like Isaac was kind of a lone wolf and everything, but there's no way, Coach Montoya, there's no way that he was fucking, there's not a chance in hell that he was involved in anything.
No, and if he was, like, he wouldn't have gone on that show. Like, he looked so sincere at us. People were like, he's reading. First of all, he's not reading. The camera was at a different angle.
He was pissed off because people are roping
trying
him
to ruin
and all
his
his
life.
athletes, his entire gym and stuff. So he's like, guys, I'm not fucking, no, that's not what we do. Like, I asked Isaac, and I have to trust Isaac in that moment. He said no, so we're going to coach him and do the best we can. He didn't win, and we're going to see how it plays out. I don't know what's going on either, was basically his tone.
Crazy situation. The whole thing's a mess. Hopefully it gets hopefully we get a real answer, because what's annoying about the James Krause thing is he got banned and stuff. There's nothing happened. The athletic commission's handed out a couple.
No,
Dana said it's still open. Yeah,
it's still open. They'll add it to this one and keep it rolling. So, I mean, they take years to investigate stuff.
That's the problem with these federal investigations, though. That's why it took forever to take down the mob. That's how Rudy Giuliani cleaned up the mob, because he said, "I'm not waiting on a 15-year RICO case. Arrest them all for all the little shit."
Yeah, and the issue, too, is they always try to build it's always building to a bigger case. They want the whales. They want the fucking – so it's not really about Isaac. It's about Isaac flipping on this and this person flipping on this, and that just takes time to just fucking keep – they're looking for whales, man.
My favorite part of that episode of the Ariel Helwani show was Aljo. Watching Aljo process the information real time was funny, because he was like, how could you do that? You're a piece of shit. And then he was like, man, if he's making 12 and 12 and somebody came to him and he's like, and you could argue as a man, you have to do whatever you have to do to take care of your family. So maybe that's what it was funny watching Aljo play both sides.
He hadn't fought in a year. The fight before that one, he didn't get his win bonus because the C-Rod fight, it's fucking, when you're on your beginner contract, it can really, money gets real fucking tight. Even Coach Montoya kind of mentioned that. It's like, yeah, everyone knows a lot of these fighters are. But
that was the scumbag
there's a lot of
Ariel.
And there's a lot of broke fighters that aren't doing this, so it's like,
No, that was a scumbag move from Ariel to try to, because he can't just leave well enough alone. He's always got to twist the knife, and it was like, did Isaac not make enough money fighting so that he could do another video later? The UFC doesn't pay their fighters, despite the that's an Ariel move. But anyway, guys. Thanks for being here. We filmed the whole video yesterday. Let us know what you think about that whole situation. More and more is unfolding as it goes. I also don't think it's as catastrophic as some people think. Like, some people make it out to be like, this is the big dude. It's one fighter did one scumbag thing. We'll find out when everything unfolds, but the amount
Allegedly.
of fights we have every single weekend, and there's only been 2 instances where this has like happened in the last 5 years. That's not that crazy. So anyway, thanks for being here. Let us know what you guys think, and good luck this weekend.
Oh, and I'll be. Sure, press the button.
I didn't click it yet.
Oh, I'll be live streaming Saturday. We're back. Train moves on.
There we go.